tape for me.
Hey, Ryan Lane, let's get it.
She's too real. It's Jonesy in the morning. It's Jonesy. With shade and laughter me.
With the shade and the laughter me.
Come on, somebody. In your car, in a house, on the highway. Jonesy in the flyway. Turn your volume up, it's a party. We can do it again and again. Come on in, tell a friend to tell a friend. Let's get it moving like, hey.
What up, Jones?
Hey, what a way to start a day. Go and say hi, she on her life. She too lit. Mouth too slick.
I know that.
Hey, Jonesy in the morning. Gotta tune in, that's tape for me.
Girl, it's giving icy.
It's Jonesy in the morning.
Jonesy in the morning.
With shade and laughter. Shade and laughter me. Na 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 na.
Jonesy in the morning.
Bluetooth connected.
I don't even know what oh, here it is.
Bluetooth connected.
Brenda!
So stupid. Just getting y'all ready for bingo tomorrow night. Hip hop bingo tomorrow night. Hip hop bingo. Brenda! Y'all better pay attention to the shit that goes on in here. good? We good? We got us a stage? What is on your head? Too big. I don't even know. I'm not gonna be playing with y'all today. You said I was. Yeah. Y'all like that bullshit? Y'all love that. You said I was. Yeah. You mean to tell me he got more ladies than you? You said I was. Brenda! Thank you, B-Dubs. Isn't it dope? Which just says, if you ain't got a label that's about it, or paying radio off, or doing all things, you got great music that never goes nowhere. Not that you're not worthy, but if you're not playing in the big boy leagues and paying them off, and so yes, Natalie, Red Lipsy loves that. All right, wait, I need a, okay, I got it. Yes, that I was. Was that your Kiki Shepherd slide through? Yup. Thank you. And the slide. What up, people? All right, I still got things every freaking where, but where I need them to be. Hold on. Because you know I got to get them Negroes from my IG. Because they just don't seem to get the memo. And I've been told them where to be. What we said yesterday? Because I need everybody to know that even that like I'm like a broken clock. I don't even remember how I sung it. And someone please call me and sing it for me. And get you a free bingo card tomorrow. Kim, don't be mad at me. In my defense, I had a lot of cut water yesterday. Child, Kim was trying to get them bingo cards ready and right. This wig wouldn't be so bad if it were, I think, picked out a little better. And I don't know how to do it. That's not my strength. Now, I could write a song about how bad it looks. That's my strength. But I can't. I don't have the, right? And I don't even know if you could put on gold with that. Right? I don't know. What y'all think? I like both things, even though they don't match. And I know they don't match. I like this because of the zipper on this. And I like this because the hair is so big, I feel like I need gypsy. Hold on. Who told me to turn the heat on? This fucking hair got me flashing. Flashlight. Red light. Neon light. Ooh, stop light. Hold on. Now I lay me down to sleep. Yes, I'll go back to sleep. What you looking for, fool? Hold on, Cat. All this should have been done. How did you hold on, Cat, hold on. Get, move. Over here. Is it good to you? I like it. Is it? Ooh, I like it. I like it. It's like up, come down. I just come down. Yeah. Do you ever go to the grocery store and discover your sweet tooth? Do anybody still eat this?
Wow, crunching munch. Maybe Brenda does.
Brenda!
You are hilarious. I was driving somewhere yesterday just listening to you live, and you were. I want to know what Chase said. You didn't tell. I want to know what he said when he realized what you were doing. And did you do it during his conference call?
No.
Oh.
No. I would, because I didn't want to throw him off. I did not want
Did
to
he realize what you were doing though when you kept yelling Brenda?
He didn't care. This is the one day he didn't care. He just was looking at me and then was like, I gotta practice my speech. He didn't even care. He was under Jack and Joe pressure. Good morning, y'all. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for your grace and your patience. I am Dr. Doolittle because I did a little too little with this her, but I don't care, right? Hi, Mimi. We're going to do the roll call. We're going to do the roll call. Thank you, Mimi, for, I think you started off the donations. I don't know. I got to go back in the scroll, but hold on. Even if you wasn't first, hold on. Who wins this morning? The OG Anita. Thank you, Anita OG. I went to her house. That was early on in the merch days. Okay, update on the merch. Update on the merch after I do the roll call. Big R is second in the room today. Good morning. Sherelle is third. Garcelle is fourth. Garcelle, Chop Girl is fifth. Big R, and then we got Tim Brown. Hi, Kim, my moderator, who I think is mad at me, but Ms. Elena. What's wrong, Giddy?
The number said 111. I had to stop you, but then it jumped to 114.
No, I saw it. And I said, don't stop it. Who else did I go past? Che Bella, I think you're sixth. Nicole Perry. Hey, I like the 444. Come on, sis. See? We ignore one angel number and pops up another. And then we've got, Kim said, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, support, and promote. We're going to need a lot of that coming up because I need to switch this morning show to the Jonesy in the Morning page, but Jonesy in the Morning has no subscribers. So if you get a minute today, please, and bring a friend with you, go and subscribe to Jonesy in the Morning. It don't cost you nothing, just a few minutes of your time. And then we can get this over there. And then I can bring Pink Champs when I start that in a couple of weeks over here. So people aren't confused. And then we got more subscriptions. And then we get us our own little network. You know what I mean? Because that's what they look for, followers. So either that or make a fake name and subscribe here twice. Hi, Big Brown Eyes. Good morning. Elaine Williams. Good morning. Elaine got shit to do in the morning. She's like, look, I start off the lunch deposits. I don't have to be first. And good morning, Vintage Opulence. Uh-oh. Come and talk to me. Come on, you know. I'm going to see you tomorrow night at Comedy in Harlem for R&B Hip Hop Bingo. I've got some special dedications for you. Good morning, Curvaceous Scott. Dr. Owens is here. Fendi Flavors is here. Tinka's in the building. Mimi, for the second time, good morning and thank you for being here. Giddy's friend John, N5Q6K is here. Ank is here. And C. Ronnie Head, good morning. Hey, Glow. How you glowing? Miss Britt, good morning, Britt. John says, good morning, Black people. Jodeci said the last 35 minutes of the show yesterday was mad fun. I had to stay late at work to make up for the 2 hours I did none. Because we're going to get it done. Hi, Monique Davis. Good morning. And Kathleen Norman still celebrating that birthday. Mo James. Good morning. Rhonda from Maryland. Good morning. Kim White is here. Reginald Garrick is here. Disco Nika is with us. B-Dubs once again. Good morning. And we got 132 eyes on us right now. I hope we have as many thumbs up. Eric is here all the way from South Kakalaka, but via New York. Kim Travels. Where you going? And Bria Leo, good morning. Yesterday afternoon, I'll tell you about it. Good morning, Danielle White. Yesterday afternoon. Hey, Unintentional. I'm way back in the scroll. Donnell, good morning. He got it like a broken clock. I'm right at least twice a day. I gotta tell y'all. So stupid. Chakra said the cup water was cutting yesterday. Dimples, look, and it carried on. Star Gemini. Donnell, I think I saw you yesterday when I went live. That was too much. I saw somebody. Let me tell you how it happened. I saw Kim said, Jonesy, you are a beautiful soul, sis. Love you and let me know if it's good, ready to go. Antigua and Gal, Kim, I have no. Kim, get you into some cup water. This is iced tea, though. This is regular iced tea. Thank you, Kim. You don't have to donate. You work here. Hey, you paid for the place. Big heart. Brenda! That was funny. Let me tell you the origin. All right, let's start the show. Yesterday, I got on live because Tiana Taylor has some choice words for me. Now, of course, I say me because I make everything about myself. But she said that people that are saying she did too much have normalized, I guess, putting people down when they're celebrating. I don't want to say hate, but I guess have normalized hating. And she does not want me and 4 or 5 bitches that look like me to normalize putting women down when they're celebrating themselves. Yep. Not in those exact words, but that's what the fuck I read. That's how I took it. So I have to go on live to say, child, if you don't hush your ass, this is why I didn't let you in the studio back in the day. Because I knew your type. You had a whole village, me included, sitting there rooting for you. Even whilst we knew you probably weren't going to win, because we know the days and the times that we in right now. White folks, especially the Oscars, very meticulous. They're not trying to do too much on either side of the coin. They don't want their fellow racists mad at them, but they don't want the black people mad at them either. So we knew Sinners probably wasn't going to win. Michael B. Jordan wasn't going to win. Everything black wasn't going to win, but something was. So Michael B. Jordan got it. You did not. The only problem people had with you, they loved how you look. They loved how that whole strong bone structure, like all of it, small tapered haircut, everything, the dress, everything. But when you are, and I learned this the hard way, when you are accepted into certain institutions, like Jack and Jill, you can't come in there being yourself. I'm sorry. That's just what it is. I'm not in a sorority, but both my sisters are, and I know you can't go into these institutions is what they're called. Being yourself, unless yourself is already institutionalized, kind of, sort of. Meaning if your mom was that, she probably raised you to how you know how to code switch and manage yourself for different settings, because the institutions ain't changing for you. The Oscars is one of the oldest institutions there is, right? So you can't go in the Oscars talking about, I'm just being me. No, nigga, no. No, you saw what happened when Will Smith tried to be himself that year. They were like, nigga, not here. So you can't be choke holding the man that actually won the award. That wasn't even your award. That was a collective award. You snatching Oscars from bitches before the white lady could get up there. It was hers and his. Y'all would have got yours later tonight or mailed out. I don't know how that happens, but you don't get it right there. Like, you did the most. And we said it. We're not mad at you. It was very little mama. It gave us a flashback. But you did do the most. And if you want to be invited back to the raisins in the potato salad, right? Because I see that's the road that she's on. If you want to be invited back, you have to learn how to manage and fit the room. So then I say, this is how I know. I live in the Oscars. This is how I got to Brenda. I live in the motherfucking Oscars. Ain't nothing but whites, Asians. We ain't even got no Indians. It's whites, it's Asians and whites and me. And when I come outside and they see me, I know what the look is why is she here first? Is she the nanny? Is she the help? Is she the... Then it's, hi, and then, hi, how are you? Or they see the lawn sign that has my son's name and says Bergen Catholic. So then they're like, okay, all right, okay, we still don't know. Maybe her son's like a big time athlete or something, because they're always trying to qualify how you wound up where they are, right? Then one of them, because they all get together and designate the one person that's going to break the ice and make the small talk with you. And you got to know that this is your interview, right? So you make sure you get every motherfucking thing you want known about you to all the rest of them bitches in the Oscars where you live out. So I let niggas know they got me the right day. When they got me, I was, oh yeah, my son is state champion wrestler at Bergen. And what do you do? Oh, I'm a 90s platinum selling R&B girl, R&B art. And they're like, really? What? You probably wouldn't know me. But if you listen to Hot 97 back in the day, because nobody was listening to the block. These people look like, you still can't get the signal in a lot of places. But they're like, wait, yeah, I listened to Hot 97, whether they did or they didn't. Everybody knows that they needed to have said that they listened to Hot 97 because Hot 97 became an institution. I go there with it. And then I go, and now I do a little something on Pix 11. Really? There it is. I'm in. Now I'm in. I'm the black lady down the block. I'm the black lady in the corner house that's got some super athlete kids. And she's on TV. She's on radio. She's like in that entertainment world. That's who I am. So I, yesterday, wanted to show you how crazy it would look if I brought Tarsha from Astoria Projects to the Oscars, where I live. So somebody in the live actually lived across the street from me in the projects, and she knew what I was referencing. I said, back where I grew up, there was a woman across the street that when she was ready for her daughter to come upstairs, or she came home from work and her daughter wasn't there, or dinner wasn't started, or she needed something from the store, she cracked the window up and said, Brenda! And everybody, no, it was not weird to us. We just all sat back and was like, oh, Brenda about to get it. Oh, I wonder where Brenda at now, right? I said, and she was sitting that window and the other people look up and go, she still ain't answer. They're having conversations from the motherfucking window, right? You could do that in the hood. The hood ain't an institution. You can't do that in the Oscars where I live. So I said, watch what happens when I try. So I got my phone, and first I looked outside, and damn it, when it ain't never nobody out there. Of course, yesterday, my neighbor teaching his little son how to play baseball. So I'm like, if I yell, I'm a scared little boy. But somebody was in the live going, do it now. Go, Jonesy, go. Now's the time. So I opened the door. And the father's going, great job, Brendan. Great job. And I go, Brenda! And then it scared the shit out of him. But then I stood back. I ignored them because they both looked, and I could feel them turn around and look. And I couldn't stop because now I'm full in the skit. So I did it again. Brenda! And I looked the other way. They didn't know who Brenda was or what it was. I did it one more time, and then thank God, Che comes speeding, which, by the way, Stop speeding down residentials. There could have been kids outside. This nigga comes speeding down the motherfucking Oscars. So now, at least it looks like, oh, that's who it was. She was probably looking for her son. And here he comes. He's rushing. That's why they probably got something going on, you know, right? So then I'm really like, Brenda! So, right, B-Dub, right. Get your ass in the house before the lights come on, right? Then he comes. He don't even get out the car. So I stand there on my porch and go, Brenda! I do it. Now I'm feeling, so I did it a few times. And then you guys got to witness it. I think I posted it. Did I post it? So stupid. So dumb. I don't even know why. Giddy. I don't even know why.
I was dying, driving and just dying.
And then I couldn't remember the lady's name, but the girl that was in the chat, she was like, I think you're talking about Miss Lula. And I was like, yeah. But I had called Bridget by then. So Bridget lives across the hall from me. I called Bridget.
That's why I had to ask you, was it Brenda before the baby or after the baby?
I saw that. But you know what? Brenda was a good girl. She ain't never have a baby.
That's not what Tupac said.
Yeah, that's a different Brenda. That's a different Brenda. And then we started talking about the things of the people in your neighborhood.
I missed that part.
Neighborhood. And then we started talking about another lady who used to come out on Sundays at 7 p.m. Rain, she'd be out there in the rain. Snow, she out there with her snow boots on. It didn't matter. And she would sing on the corner. It's called 8th Street, corner 8th Street, right across the street from the Poppy store and the liquor store. And she would go, let Jesus Christ.
That's where you got that from.
Come into your heart by the way of my living. Let Jesus Christ the Lord. And she would sing it over and over and over.
That's hilarious.
And nobody bothered to ask her questions. You just knew. Just got to turn your TV up a little bit louder. Don't bother Mona and I forget Mona's sister. Lanny. Her name was Yolanda. Don't bother Mona and Lanny's mom. And they would be so embarrassed, the two of them, because they knew their mother was out there. They knew their mother was out there doing the Lord's work. Meanwhile, she right across the street from the liquor store, which I guess it was the perfect place to be. Let Jesus Christ. I think I'm going to go sing that outside this morning. Y'all dare me? Y'all dare me? Y'all want me to sing that? Everybody asked me to be at work. Bitch, you included. I am at work. Anyway, who we got going in here? We had a lady on the 14th floor. She ran a whole project store. That lady had to hook up. See, this is what I'm talking about. We're going to make it happen. Black people are always going to create and innovate their space. Kim Travels said that was funny yesterday. Melly Mel, you dare me to go out there and go, I'll do it right now, matter of fact. Because shouldn't nobody even be here. But I can't bring the laptop with me. That's... Anybody should even be home. Let Jesus Christ come into your heart. Now, did it. I did it. Giddy go get it. Jonesy done did it.
Now when we hear the doorbell ring, because the 12 is at the door.
It's broken. It's broken. They can ring all they want. They can ring my alarm. That lady lost her job and her mind in the same week. That's what they're all saying. Little do they know. Mother has created her own platforms. And we're going strong. Thank you so much. Can we applaud them, Giddy, please? Thank you for showing up for me every day. I love you so much. I want to give you the Tiana choke. Zach Mack. Millennials said the cup butter going to have me throwing a concert. I'll be damned. I'm charging now. Yeah, Eric. Eric said you go out there, you'll be in Bellevue by noon. I don't care. They don't care. These agents on their computers. If they're home, they're on their computers. I did it already, D'Amore. Jambea said, do it in the name of Jesus. And you know what? Good morning, Marco. You know what I'm going to do? What I'm really going to do? I don't take advantage of this house I rent. It's the corner house, and I got a big old, a double yard. That side and this side. They said the two ladies that rented it before me were a gay couple of veterinarians. They had a trampoline and used to sit out there smoking pot. That's what they call it. Smoking pot all day, jumping on the trampoline. So in any scenario, they upgraded with me. Applaud me. I'm an upgrade. I have fake cigarettes. I got fake cigarettes. They're just props. Let Jesus Christ. Brenda! This is Brenda. This is what it is. Brenda! Instead of going downstairs. I hope I'm not scaring the birds. Get him.
No, you're not. What's the wild thing is when you come on, I can be sitting here doing anything all day, and they don't do this. They will come to the edge of the cage and just like sit close, like they were like on my shoulder, just listening to you. It's the funniest thing.
Thank you. Thank you, birds. Thank you, birds. Appreciate that cosign from animals. Because when you get a cosign from animals, that means that you're doing the Lord's work. Let Jesus Christ come into your heart. All right. So let me start getting in that EJ ass. EJ Johnson. Yup. Melly Mel. That's why, because you put me up to it and I did it. Oh, gosh. Wait, you said, is he speaking about the Nation of Islam? Who? Right. Remember the candy cigarettes from back in the day? Do they still make those? Two veterinarian lesbians jumping on a trampoline all day and all night, smoking pot. When they sent them over to do the interview on me, they told me who I replaced. But what's crazy is that the woman next to me that they sent to interview me, she's a momager. So her kids were children actors, and now they're adult actors. The son is one of the stars in Ozarks. And sometimes he films stuff. He has bright lights. And she used to teach, I think, music or something in the school. And then she got divorced. And then she stayed at home. And then she put her kids on the road. Like, yep. And Jalen loves Ozarks. I didn't watch it, but he was like, oh my God, you never watched it? I was like, look, that's our neighbor. So go over there and say hello. Yep. Cutwater Wednesday, but I don't have Cutwater. This is Arizona iced tea, straight. So, hey, Courtney. How dare you, Courtney? How dare I? How dare you? That's a very inside joke. Tyrone, you remember Miss Mona? No, that wasn't her name. What was her name? Mona was the daughter. Tyrone said he remember. Let Jesus. She be out there in the rain, y'all. You can set your clocks by her. J. Cole said, look at the nation. That's a crooked smile you can't straighten. Denise, so you know. Denise, I can't wait to see you tomorrow. Denise and her people coming tomorrow to Comedy in Harlem. Are you? We're doing R&B hip hop bingo. Starts at 8 o'clock. We'll be out of there by 10. Then I got another party. My friend Teray is having a birthday celebration, a 90s theme. I'm already 90s. So I like Ozark too, except for the way it ended. Oh, see, and I never watched it. But let me tell you what I did watch yesterday. Netflix has a is it a documentary? Kind of like a docuseries on the Murdoch family. Murdoch that owns Fox 5. I don't know if he still owns the Post, but did. It's very well written. And the only reason I was watching it is because Jalen went to school with one of the Murdoch heirs, Walter Murdoch, and they became good, fast friends. I think I told this story. How Jalen's first month or so there, he called me and his friends from boarding school were in the room with him. And he said, Mom, can you give me 4 ways somebody can get from Jersey to New York without being detected? I'm asking for a friend. What the fuck y'all got going on over at Lawrenceville? Is what I wondered. I said, and are you calling everybody's mom or just a nigga mom that know ways to be undetected? And he was like, Mom, please. I know you know. My friend needs to. And then he told me, he said, my friend is a Murdoch heir. And because there's so many death threats against his grandpa, he and his family, like they can't even use their real passports. They have to travel. I should be saving this for Jonesy After Dark probably. But I ain't finished setting it up yet. And here we are. He said him and his family can't travel with their real passports because there's so many death threats against their grandfather. So they have to travel disguising and he needs to get home. So I was like, oh, okay. I forget what I told him. I think I told him he could take a experience cab. Tyrone, remember experience cabs? They go everywhere. He could take I forgot what I told him, but I gave him 4 ways. Find 100 ways and let Jesus go. So I watched the documentary and I'm like, no, like this is some weird shit. But you grow up weird. So the kid that is Jalen's friend, Walter. So Walter likes Jalen because when Jalen got to Lawrenceville, some of the kids remembered him from seeing his stuff online, Jalen the rapper, right? And Jalen used to do his own music videos and stuff. And I guess those kids heard about him somehow, or maybe they Googled him when he got there. So Walter decided that he wanted to produce beats for Jalen. And their first Thanksgiving break, Walter let his dad hear Jalen's music. And the dad had a comment, a criticism. And I was like, who the fuck is his dad? His dad was a motherfucker outside. His dad might have been outside in them non-culture circles, but who the fuck is he? So when I watched the documentary last night, come to find out the dad's brother created Raucous Records. But I still say what I said, bitch, you're not your brother. You're the exact opposite. So you don't get to make no criticism. Let the kids do what the kids do. They'll figure it out. But yep, the Murdoch, the Jalen's Murdoch friend, Walter, his uncle, James. Wait. Yeah, it's Lachlan and James. James is the one that was for the streets and started Raucous Records. Yup. Our favorite artist, some of our favorite artists was on, I want to say, was Big L on Raucous? Who we remember from Raucous Records, y'all? Come on, stop playing in my face. Right, and why they asked the black kid how to get around undetected. Because they know, we know, they think it's all Harriet Tubman. That's how they look at us. But a bitch found out. The Chinese bus would have took him. Oh, boy. There's something wrong in that. Stop.
Do you want the entire list or you just want the special people? Those are Raucous.
Yeah, who was on there?
Mos Def, Talib Kweli, Black Star, Pharoah Marsh, Big L was on there. Common was on there. Yeah. Eminem.
So that's why mind your business and let your brother comment on the boys and what they're doing.
You got 25 cash.
Let Jesus Christ know what you need it for. Hold on, let me close the mic. Hold on, y'all. I'm back. About to cut a check. Tell them don't cash it to. I hate writing checks to schools.
Whatever you did too, you made it so blurry. So when you get a chance, wipe off your camera.
I didn't even touch it. Am I better? Let Jesus break down. I hate writing checks to institutions. You know why? They hold on to them. PTA, the lunch bill, all that shit. They hold on to it until they're ready to go with all the checks for the month. And it might be a time where that money ain't in there. It was in there when I wrote it on March. What's today's date?
What you mean I ain't got no money in the bank? I still got checks.
Right. I'm like, how about get out? Get on your way. Because don't nobody carry cash no more. Actually, you know what? I might because I hit the number. Did anybody play 1104 yesterday? Because I know I forgot to. Oh, boy, going to be mad at me. Hold on. I might have 25. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on. This is not. I sure did hit the number, a scratch off the other day. Wait, what purse did I have? This is too much. This is why asses need to be in the bed so they can get up on time. Let mommy do what mommy's supposed to be doing. I don't know where it's at. How? Here it is. Get here. Oh. Nobody's gonna make it. Nobody. I got 20. Got a little scratch off point. And I think there's some singles. No. Do y'all still have change jars in your house? There was some singles over here. Here you are. You got singles, Shay? Hold on, y'all. Now I'm on the prowl, checking pockets and stuff for 3 singles. Here go 1. Now I just need 2 singles. This don't make no sense. Now you know this don't make no kind of sense. Walking around here finding sense. You make my heart beat. You make me feel so weak. I'm moving all around. Brenda! From my head to the ground. You make my... You know she gonna be at Skylark singing that shit, right? On the 27th. Pull up. Route 1. In the Woodbridge, Edison, New Jersey area. Everything you said went right straight to my head. Boom, boom, ba-da-da-dum, ba-da-da-dum. But baby, I got a show to do. Baby, I to do. And you know why I don't mind stopping the show and doing that? Because in less than a year, in it's March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, May, June. In about, how many months was that? 13 months? He'll be in college. And I'll be like, Brenda! So I don't mind. I went hard with Jalen. I'm going hard with Che too. Because now that I know what it is, boy, all the little annoying shit I miss. I feel like I lost so much time with COVID. We started COVID and Che was sleeping in my bed. COVID came. Next thing I know, Che kissing girls. By the time COVID, we was back outside, Che had girlfriends. So, yeah. So I savor every minute. So, all right. Who put Greg? All right, let me scroll down. Sorry, y'all. So we about to get in EJ's ass. Jalen could have been the next Jadakiss. Yeah, I don't know. He's still doing his music. He still goes in the studio, but yep, that record label, the murder. Who knew? So that's what I found out yesterday by watching that docuseries. And then I also watched how so corrupt. Did y'all know Ronald Reagan used to say, "Make America Great Again"? Did y'all know that that's where it came from? Giddy, did you know that?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. They talk about how the father, it wasn't enough that the Murdoch guy, he had bought all these newspapers, and what he did to make his shit different was he went after the everyday, he went after the Jerry Springer people, if you know what I mean. And so when the riots happened in New York, when they had the blackout, he focused on the black activity that he saw happening, or the black activity. I don't even want to say the criminal, because we know that they're white boys doing it just as bad as the black people. But he focused on the black people, specifically targeted them, and made that be his front page. And that's how the Post started. So he was feeding to that right-wing demographic purposefully to get the party started, to get the trash of America ignited. And then it wasn't enough. He realized in order for him to really, really capitalize and get more and more money, that he had to become friends with politicians and stuff. So he used his relationships from his newspaper to put stories, to put Reagan in good position, to do favorable articles so that Reagan would do favors for him, because he knew he had his eyes on a TV station. And back then it was illegal to own newspapers and TV stations. You had to get kind of like a permission. So they show a picture of him sitting there beside, he used his relationships, his low hanging fruit relationships, to introduce him to Donald Trump, to Roger Stone, people that were in the circles with Reagan, right? And then when he showed Reagan the article that he did of Reagan got so excited, he gave him permission. He gave him permission to, because you also had to be a citizen to be able to own a TV station, at least at that time. And he was from Australia. So he got permission to go and renounce his citizenship in Australia. And then the president gave him easement. All of this shit, like, all this unfair shit. They teach us one thing in school and then they go and do a whole nother thing in real life. And then we be stressed the fuck out wondering why we can never just get a break. And if we had gotten our reparations, right? Some of us would have gambled it away. Some of us would have fucked it up, but there would have been many of us that, like the Jews did when they got their come up. There would have been many of us that would have gotten a great head start and would be wealthy, and we're creative. We're creative. Imagine that with the reparations. All the institutions we could have had for ourselves. But that's by design too. So motherfuck them all. Let Jesus cry. So he went, denounced his Australian stuff, citizenship, got citizenship from the United States, and went and created Fox. Remember when Fox started? Because it was only CBS, ABC, and NBC. And everybody at that time, all the networks were like, what? There's never been another, that won't work, that won't work. He came in the gate with The Simpsons, In Living Color, all those type of different programmings. Think about it. Y'all remember the first time Fox turned on? And people ate that shit up because there was definitely an audience. It even looked a little grainy. It looked polished. It didn't look like it had as much money as CBS, NBC, and ABC. Do y'all remember? So he started feeding to that audience. Now he got the paper and he got the TV going. And then he started, decided he wanted to focus on his Asian connections and his Asian presence. We're talking about Murdoch, from Rupert Murdoch from Fox 5 and from Fox Wealth, notoriety rather, whatever. And then when he went over to Asia, the wife at this point, Anna, she's thinking, you know, the kids are growing up. They didn't move to LA. Let Walter's dad, Lachlan, let him stay behind in the penthouse with the butler, George. He was in some boarding school in Manhattan. That's why he sent his kid to a boarding school. And left him with no supervision. The butler was a supervisor. And they said that him and his friends used to come over there and wild out in that penthouse, get in a lot of trouble. And George was the only one. George is on the tape. Like, George, how you George in the jungle? So when the wife was like, all right, can you start retiring? You've got enough money. We've done enough things. Our kids are older now. They're about to go to college, which one of them wound up dropping out of Harvard. One of them went to Princeton, and I think the other one dropped out of Harvard, wasn't doing well in Harvard, which I be telling my son, stop thinking that these kids are smart. Stop thinking they're smarter than you. You are probably smarter than all of them. And I know you're more resilient, and I know you got, because that's in our DNA, because they forced us to be that way. But look, dropped out of Harvard, but because of who her dad is, still in the mix, right? The wife thought he was going to slow down. He went to Asia, found him Miss Penny Wang, I think is her name, working for one of his papers over there. Started spending time with her. Did some press conference and announced on the press conference that when he got back to the United States, he was going to be divorcing his wife. Brenda, how you telling people before you tell me? How you? Sure and did. Sure and did. On a press conference. I don't know if you can. Well, it's on. You want to email it to me?
Okay.
Just email it to me. Hold on, y'all. This is real business. Uh-oh. Brenda! You know what that means, right? Hey! All right. The ice cream wars? That's what you said? Hold on, 204 people. Oh, here it is. So last night, I got so tired of every time my son asked me to, or we got to print something out, Giddy. I even asked Giddy to help me. Giddy will verify. Don't let me forget where I was in my story, y'all. I DoorDashed the printer. Do you hear that lovely sound?
It's working because you got a new one.
And it was on sale for $49.
Appreciate it.
You're
Great
very
job.
welcome. It's okay. Just hand it to me. It's just my charger cord. It's all right. You didn't do nothing bad. You're wasting time. Hand it to me. Thank you.
My fault.
It's all right. You didn't know. It's a whole bunch of wires that shouldn't be.
Love you.
I love you too. Please drive carefully. Mwah. Yeah, I got tired of going to places, the UPS store, and getting my shit printed out. Like, I'm a business. I'm doing things. So yeah, I DoorDashed a little printer last night, and look, and it was easy to assemble. I'm throwing that other one away because I don't. This is why they're only $40 and $50. This is why. And I signed up for the automatic print refill, the ink refill. Because that'd be the other problem. You run out of ink. Kids late, need shit printed out. Nope. So anyway, back to the story. So he announced on a press conference that he was going, when he got home, he was going to be divorcing his wife. And she did not believe it. And sure enough, when he got home, she beat him to the punch and served him with papers. They divorced. He ran with that little Chinese lady. They say the Chinese lady started trying to make him keep up with her. We're talking about Rupert Murdoch, for those of y'all joining us. I watched part of the docuseries last night. And so he starts going in the gym. They show him in the gym. They show him hitting a bag. And then she has 2 babies by him. Now, during the divorce, the wife had said, I don't like the way he pits my kids against each other. So part of my divorce settlement, I'm not going to ask for half, because even though they lived in LA and they had told her she could have half of all of his riches, she said, just give me $110 million and put it in, and then put a trust in our 4 kids, because he had 1 kid before her and the 3 kids. It was a daughter and the 2 boys, Lachlan and James. She put a trust, an equal trust, but they each had 1 vote, and then he had 4 votes. So they would all have to be locked in step. Right? It could be no, oh, I'm a side over here. No, because daddy could have the majority vote and win. That was brilliant until Miss Wang go and pop out 2 little daughters. And then he goes and puts the 2 daughters as part of the trust. We don't know them kids. What? Y'all not even from my mother. So that started a whole thing. So y'all gotta watch it if you want. I probably made it more interesting than it is, but I like little Ponzi scheme and shit like that because it helps me understand better how they operate. Now, moving on. Let us get it. Wait, Miss Jones. Hi, Toyco. Jonesy, you see now you got me singing Walking Around Here So Intense. I'm sorry. It's a great song though. And she's coming out to Jersey on the 27th at Skylark Lounge. So come on out. Everybody could use the support. It used to be a lock in a sock. I found quartered. Oh, did I miss it? No, you ain't missed the EJ unintentional. You got something to say? Call us up. The phone number's right there. EJ, Magic Johnson's son, the whole boy that he is. Oh, Lord, I hope you listening. I really hope you listening. I'm glad that these things stay and live. The whole boy that he is. This is why last week I said, excepting for all of my queen friends, oh, is Faye in here? Yes, that's what I'm talking about, Giddy. Oh, I gotta give Faye the wait, my guest. We have a guest this morning. Hold on. Let me text her the thing. Yes. Hold on, y'all. Excepting for my friends as queens, that I love and that I rock with and roll out with and have the best conversations with. It's a respect thing. And don't try and make it seem that because you are LGB, whatever all the letters you are, that's why you're getting it. You're not getting it because of that. But you don't get to hide behind that shit when you be disrespectful to me. Hello?
Go ahead,
Who
Cole.
this?
Can you hear me?
Yup.
What's up, Jonesy? I'm calling in reference to this EJ mess. I think he's allowing his money to speak for his looks and for what he's pulling. He may be pulling straight identifying men. However, it's probably because of what he's coming off of. If he's coming off of the ducat, then I can see that. I think he thinks highly of himself, which he should, because I know growing up probably was difficult for him, even though having the access to the money was there. Mm-hmm. But I think he had to grow into whatever size he is now. And because of that, he's overcompensating as far as what it is that he attracts. Because if I remember correctly, I think he had like a Jewish boyfriend back then who was gay, if I'm not mistaken. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. When he was big EJ, when he was ENJ. When he was ENJ, he had a Jewish boyfriend, and now that he slimmed down and can kind of fit some of the sample size clothing, I think now he's trying to sip from a different type of cognac that that he always could afford, but not really could really thrive in because he wasn't in those spaces.
Right.
I'm trying to give him grace, but it's kind of hard because it's a little delusion in the statement that he gave, and then for Caller King, everybody's friend, favorite quote unquote producer, the king of reality TV, as he would put it, not to stand up as a gay man and try to make that make sense or try to hold his sister down. It was a mess. Yep,
I agree. Thank you. That was so well put. I couldn't have said it better myself. Thank you so much. And again, this is I'm not gonna go ahead.
I was gonna say you need to call all ladies and call all gentlemen to the floor because you gotta help your sister out when you see them drowning or saying something that don't make no sense. Give them a little, a little push and a little nudge in the right direction.
Right. No harm, no foul. Adjust the queen's crown.
That part.
Thank you, boo.
You're welcome, my love.
I love it. That's what that phone number's for, y'all, to call in whenever you want. So we have the audio of EJ Johnson. That's Magic Johnson's son. I think. Get you at it? Talking his mess. And this be making me feel bad because I be riding with them. I don't not ride with them simply because they're bisexual, gay, trans, whatever it is. I be riding with them until you say some fuckboy shit like this.
We're not doing man. We're not doing gay. It was very freeing when you're telling people about who you are telling them. I'm not looking for acceptance. I'm not looking for your validation. I am telling you what's going down.
Give it up for the iconic EJ Johnson.
Even when I was a kid and they were like, well, you can't wear skirts. And I was like, well, why not? My inner being was like, there's nothing wrong with this, especially if I look cuter than any girl does. What's the problem?
Did you have aspirations to be in the spotlight?
When I used to watch the Real Housewives, I remember I think Beverly Hills came out while I was in college watching it. And after it ended, I looked at him and I was like, bitch, I can do that.
But when you did Rich Kids of Beverly Hills, did you feel like, okay, this is my time?
Remember, this was way before the brand deals. My managers and agents at the time, it was very much whatever sticks works. Whatever box they put you in, that's who you're going to be.
And then you had your spinoff. DJ in the city.
Like, we were definitely ahead of our time. Like, we were talking about being gender fluid and non-binary before that was even like a term.
One of the biggest storylines on your spinoff was, you know, you and your sister liking the same guy.
I don't attract gay men, and I'm not attracted to gay men. Like, it's just not a thing.
Has it always been what some people consider the straight guy always being the one that would approach you?
Yeah, or has been intimate and dating, you know, women for most of their life, or like up until then, for sure.
Are you dating now?
Being much more strategic about it. And it's like, if we're not actually going to enter into a relationship, then. And I think that's where you have to put the boundaries up with the so-called straight guys, because they'll just try to like put you off to the side or like keep you in the dark. And like, I'm not living in the shadows anymore.
Have you ever dated somebody that was DL?
Sure.
Have you ever dated like a celebrity?
I've never dated a celebrity, I don't think.
Rappers? Now, you are EJ Johnson, so do they have to have a coin?
Well, I'm not taking care of anyone. Like, I'm not a sugar woman. No, like, I don't. That the girls, you don't marry to take care of him. Like, he's marrying to take care of you.
So the part that disturbed me, because all that other foolishness, a man gonna be a man, and if he's gonna take care of you, gonna take. The part that disturbed me was when he said that he is better looking, better serving than any woman. That's what bothered me. It was, and I don't even know if we captured it in that clip. Did he say it in the beginning? That was when he said, I'm giving it up better than any woman or any. This is where y'all go too far. And this is what I say. I'm no longer playing the game of let's pretend. You are a fucking boy, and I am the woman you want to be. EJ. And anybody else that talks slick like him, I'm going to put you in your place. I'm not playing pretend. I'm not playing, oh, but I love you. No, I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to start giving it to you. And all that other, you wouldn't even be, all them surgeries and all. He acts like he's self-made. He acts like he's self-made. And wasting all that motherfucking height. You're not at the hoop or on the runway. The fuck? Brenda! Stop. Anyway, people, my friend is here joining us today. She's a whole doctor, right? Her name is Dr. Faye Lewis. And I asked her to come on here because, first of all, because she's my friend. Ow. Hi, Faye. Dr. Faye. Is your microphone on?
No.
Say hi.
Hold
Okay.
on. Can you hear me?
Yes, now I can hear you.
Good morning. Hi.
Good morning. So look, let's put all the fuck shit to the side because my friend is here and she is established. She is an educator, but she's reinvented herself. So part of what we talk about here on the show always is owning our grown and not making people put us out to pasture because we are of a certain age, and not feeling bad on ourselves if we have to pivot and change career directions. We'll get back to the EJ slander, y'all. Please stick around. It's for that ass all morning here on Jonesy. But I invited Faye months ago, and I wanted her to come up here and talk about her book and things that can help y'all or help us. So Faye, where do we start with this? Let's go with you started in education.
So there's a lot of background, and so I'm hearing you like twice or three times.
All right, hold on. Giddy?
Well, I have a question. Do you have the show up also as well as connecting?
Oh, yes.
So close your YouTubes.
Yes. Okay.
Is that better for you?
Yes.
Because I'd love for you to have all me all around you in 5 different ways, but
Exactly. And I love to have you all around me all different ways.
Don't you love her accent? It's so cute. So Faye and I met on a cruise right after Jalen had gotten accepted into the Lawrenceville School. And we started talking to each other at the bar.
At the bar, of course.
Of course.
Where else would we be?
Of course. And we met there and became fast friends. And then the next year, she entered her daughter into the Lawrenceville school. So
Mhm.
we became moms at the school. And I'll be
Yeah.
telling y'all how it's a very small, it's like a cult when you're
Yeah, it is.
accepted into those schools. And it's
Mhm.
important to find people that look like you,
Yeah.
live like you. Because there's some people that look like us, but wasn't like us.
Exactly.
So, but you were an educator, high level principal,
Mhm.
vice principal. You had
Yes.
gone through, you were always getting degrees and furthering your education. And then what happened to bring you here where you are now?
So life happened. So life meaning a divorce. Life meaning being non-renewed from a principalship. And I, for a while after the whole divorce thing, um, it was hard, right? We pretend that things really aren't hard because we just kind of keep going, but it was hard because you expect that when you make certain decisions, that those decisions will always that you will always be within that decision, whatever it is, marriage, the job, whatever. And so, but then you have to make a decision to remove yourself from a marriage that is not working. But you don't really want to have to do that because you have children, and you envisioned a nuclear family for your children. But anyway, so I got divorced, and then a couple of years after, I lost my job as a principal during a pandemic, and there were so many variables that went into that, such as having an assistant principal who I don't know how to say this because it's traumatic just even thinking about it. But she was not for me, and she summarily would turn the teachers against me. She was also very good friends with my boss, and so it just was nasty.
So people, when
Um,
you're imagining, even in education, right?
oh
You're
yeah,
thinking everything is by the book and nobody could do this because
yeah,
you'll get fired or whatever. It'd be
hmm
the same level of petty and the same level of manipulation. It is
yeah,
not you.
yeah,
It's not you.
yeah. And that's really what you have to center, because there were other things that happened also, like when I lost the job and I was on a call with the Department of Labor about unemployment. They told me that the school district was trying to block my receiving unemployment. And so that was a whole road. But the lady I was on the phone with, it was so interesting because the lady I was on the phone with was like, we know them and we know that they are, I don't remember the word that she used, but underhanded, slick, sly, don't do the right thing. Ultimately, it took me 8 months to get unemployment because the Department of Labor knew that it wasn't me. And so they circled back and they were the ones who made sure that I got unemployment. But it took 8 months. That's a year. It took 8 months.
And she has two daughters.
Who were both in private school, right?
At that point, they were both, one was in Lawrenceville, one was in the Taft school.
Yep, yep, yep. But I don't know. Sometimes I look back, I'm like, how the hell did I do that? Like you and I have these questions. Like, how the hell do we do it? You just do it because you don't really think about what is happening. You just think about what you need to do in order to keep breathing.
Right. And you don't have time to take for yourself. And
No.
there's usually nobody there that understands, because the average friend would say, well, you probably shouldn't have gone and put both kids in private school.
Right.
Why do you think that your kids, like, they use that moment
Yeah.
to humble you?
Yes.
Some people that we consider friends, right?
Yes. Yes.
I'm glad that we met at that time, because I think
Yeah.
before, go ahead.
Well, that's what I was going to say. I'm glad that you and I met because we understood the whole need to have our children in private school. Now, once they get there, there are things that you don't always, you didn't necessarily think would occur, because my older daughter had some stuff happening at her school. But you do what you believe is right at the time for your children, because we just want our kids to have the best. So however we have to go about doing that is how we go about doing that. We just
And
figure
all of
things.
this stuff started happening at that
Mhm.
same time. And
Yeah.
and so what she did was well, go ahead.
So I just kind of had to get myself together. without really getting myself together, because I really wasn't together, but I just knew that I had to keep moving forward. And so I was doing consulting. During the pandemic, I wrote this book about divorce, because that for me was therapeutic. It was something I just needed to do. But yeah, I had to keep going. I had to figure out how to make money, which is why it's so important that we women hone in on our skills and our gifts and what we're really great at. And I think about you all the time with this, Tasha, because always think about like where you were 3 months ago and where you are now. Like you've turned the whole thing on its head, right? Because you need
Child.
a voice. You got kids to take care of.
Right. They tried to turn me on my motherfucking head.
Yeah, but,
I'll be
but they
damned.
always lose. Yeah, but they always lose. They try, but they lose. And so that's what I've been doing. I've been consulting and just trying to make sure that my children are okay. Like we don't think about us being okay. It's our
No.
kids. But when we know that our kids are okay, it helps us because
Then you can settle in and do other
Yeah.
things, which is why she, even in her, you can listen to Faye and tell that she still has some things that she even currently might be working through, but has put them to the back. And in that still, she's sharing the steps that she went through and put out a self-published book called Choose Your 10 Steps to Resetting Your Life. Applaud that, Giddy. Is Giddy here? Good, Giddy's here. You still helping us not feel alone, like it's just us, not feeling like we're crazy, not allowing ourselves to be gaslighted,
right?
By putting this book together. Can you share with us what is in the book and how it can help change our lives?
Yeah. So when we go through things, whatever it is, like a job loss or dealing with a toxic work environment, because there's that too. Sometimes we have to stay in that environment because that's the check. But there are times when we kind of are able to make a decision that we need something different. However, what happens when we lose a job, are in a bad marriage, when we are just dealing with life circumstances, we lose confidence. So even as brilliant women, even as women who we know what we're capable of, we know our skill set, but being in what I call dangerous situations, like a bad marriage, like a job that causes some kind of trauma, right? Because I'm still traumatized by
because you did all the right things. You were like by the book.
Yes.
And because they let
but it didn't matter. Yeah.
It didn't matter. So you're like, what did I do wrong? Like
Exactly.
I did what I was supposed to do, but because y'all as seedy bitches, even in education and higher up, you would never think superintendents be jealous and be threatened that here this principal is coming up the ranks, and if I don't do something to stop her, maybe one day she wants my job, and you're not even thinking of that. This is just a pit stop for you.
I did not want that job at all.
Right.
Yeah.
But then turn your life upside down.
Yeah. Upside down. But this is why it's so important that we that we work to rebuild our confidence, because sometimes we don't even realize what it is, right? Because ultimately, what we experience is post-traumatic stress disorder, like after that marriage, after that job. And so we then have to kind of figure out how we're going to rebuild. But oftentimes we're not able to do it ourselves. We need somebody to help us. I didn't have anyone to help me, which is why I do this work now, because I know that there are so many women who need the support to get their, to help them change their mindset so that they are able to get back to who they were before this trauma happened to them.
Before they met that dirty ass, no good, fronting ass partner.
Yeah. Who wasn't really a partner.
Who wasn't ever really a partner, but knew how to present like one.
Yes.
And you wind up investing and having children, because now you're locked for life.
Yep.
Daddy's maybe, mama's baby.
Yep. Absolutely. Yeah. So that really is at the crux of the book that I wrote. I wanted to help women restore their brilliance, and understand that it's always been there. We just need to kind of figure out a way to get back to it. So working with women, particularly now, when we look at how many women have been laid off, how many Black women have been laid off from their jobs, have lost their jobs, and we're looking at numbers like 400,000 women.
600,000 plus.
Yeah, it's insane. Yeah. And I always think about, well, how many of those women, like, where are those women emotionally, mentally, psychologically, now that they have lost this job that they thought was forever? And I think that's also a mistake that we make, that we think that these jobs are forever. Government jobs, state jobs, like these education jobs, nothing is forever, which is why you always need to make sure that you have something in your back pocket that you can pull out, and focus on those skills that you have, those gifts that you have, so that you're able to bounce back.
Do you suggest, because some people are afraid to start their own side, maybe consulting or using their gifts, because when people at your workplace find out about it, they make up some story and go to the bosses, and they find a reason to start micromanaging you, so then they can get rid of you.
Yeah. Well, you know, I and that's very real. But I think ultimately you have to be able to think ahead, think down the road. Like, sometimes you just have to take a risk, and that's exactly what that is. It's deciding whether or not you're going to take the risk. Because when you take that, and being an entrepreneur is scary, because things aren't necessarily flow consistently. Jobs aren't always necessarily consistent. Your consulting gigs aren't necessarily consistent, but there's also a level of freedom that comes with having your own thing. And oftentimes when you start going down that road and you start to feel the freedom that comes along with that, you just kind of realize that you need to work harder to make sure that this goal that you have materializes. Because what's the alternative? The alternative is either you don't have a job, or you're in a job that is killing your spirit.
Every day. Somebody said this conversation should be studied and discussion ongoing. And also, would you consider starting your own school?
School? Absolutely not. No. And I say no because, you know, I love education. I still do consulting work around education, but the principalship was not the right, it wasn't even the right fit for me, which is why I'm like, why were you even crying about that? It wasn't even, you didn't even like the job, right? But it wasn't the right fit for me because I need freedom. I need a sense of liberty. So being in a building all day is not my thing. I need to be out in the world.
Do you think that you were one of the people, I don't even just say women, because a lot of men in education might be experiencing this too, that were told, you know, get these certificates, get these degrees because you can thrive in education. And then you were just making yourself more and more and more viable by getting all these degrees. And then when you took time to look around, once you caught your breath, you're like, I don't even like these people. I don't even like this setting. Were you that girl?
Well, yeah, absolutely. And so the word I used was marketable. Like, the more degrees I have, the more marketable I will be. And I think that happened to a certain point. And then I think the older you are, they start to look at you a bit differently, because you're set in your ways, right? And they don't like your ways necessarily. So yeah, I did all the things. And the thing with education is, most educators, even with teachers, right? Most teachers have a master's degree. So it's very rare that a teacher only has a bachelor's. And so I got the master's because it was necessary to get the master's.
Right.
And then I got a doctorate again because I felt like it would make me more credible, that it would make me more marketable. So yeah, you spend all of these years in school, and I like school. So and dollars, exactly. Yeah. Thinking that this is what you're going to do. And then the universe says, no, maybe not. That's not what you're going to do.
Or some raggedy 30-year-old young bitch gets in position and realizes that you could be a threat. So then she starts trying to annoy you enough to when you quit or get other jealous young 30-year-old bitches. It's Abbott Elementary all over again.
Yes. Yeah, that's exactly it. So yeah, you do all the things thinking that you'll be set up, and you're not. Things come crashing down, and then you have to figure out how you're going to get back up again.
Wow, Flip's mom is in here. Hey, Mama Flip, and this is Queen's Flip, the guy I do crazy shows with. His
Mhm.
mom says, "Wow, this is happening to me right now. Wow,"
Oh,
and she's our age, Faye.
okay.
Tell her
Okay.
something. Tell her what she needs to, like, step by step.
Yeah. So the first thing you have to do is remember whose you are, right? Who you come from, because we all come from great stock. So that's the first thing. We have to really make sure that we change our mindset, because when things happen to us that we don't expect, we find ourselves in a situation where we're like, "Oh, like, what the hell is happening? And why is it happening to me?" And sometimes it's happening to you because the universe realizes that there's something different that you need to be doing. And so there's some pain in how you're feeling, which is normal, but the goal is to get centered, maybe do some mindfulness, because the mindfulness will help you to recenter your mind and remind you of whose you are and who you are, so that you can then begin to, again, look at those gifts that you have, look at those skills that you have, and package those skills so that if it's something that you're interested in, you can then consider entrepreneurship. So, packaging those skills, building back up that confidence, reminding yourself of your brilliance, so that you can create a next chapter for yourself that you really want. Because actually, this is like, for us, this is, I have several folks that I know who are at our age starting over. They're starting a new chapter. So I think when we get into our 50s, we think we're nearing the end. We're really not. Probably have a good 15, maybe 20 years ahead of us if we take care of ourselves.
Now, real quick, tell them the name of the book, where they can get the book, and then I want to go back to the difference between whose you are and who you are.
Okay.
Go.
So the name of the book is Choose You: 10 Steps to Resetting Your Life. And what was the other thing you wanted me to do?
Where can they find the book?
Oh, it's on Amazon. You can find it on Amazon. So Choose You: 10 Steps to Resetting Your Life, and you can find it on Amazon.
Kitty, I'm going to try and send you an image of it real quick, and then maybe you can put it up. Hold on. And then I wanted to ask you the difference between find out whose you are and find out who you are. Hold on.
You know what? Giddy's gonna get it. I was already ahead of you. Like minds think alike. You continue with
all right.
I guess.
I just sent it. So what's the difference when you say find out whose you are? Do some mindfulness. What does that look like?
So whose you are is the stock that you come from. So it's your parents, it's your grandparents, it's our ancestors, right? So centering who our ancestors were and the struggles that they had to endure in order for us to be where we are today. So I think it's also important to put things into perspective. Like we could never endure what our ancestors endured, right? And because of that, it's so critical that we keep that understanding in our minds, because what we are dealing with is nothing compared to what our great grandparents, our grandparents, even our mothers endured. Oh my gosh, thank you. And so
we do here at Jonesy.
So keeping whose we are at the forefront of decisions that we make will help us to ensure that we make good decisions about what we want our next steps to be, because we have choices, right? And this is why I named the book Choose You. We have choices. I think sometimes we forget that we have choices. Sometimes we don't realize that we are as powerful as we are. And I don't like to use the word strong. I think it's overused. I find it offensive when someone calls me strong. I am powerful. And so centering that power, centering whose you are, will help to propel you into that next stage of your life, that next chapter of your life, in a way that you want that next chapter to look. Because we are the ones who can design that next chapter. Like Tasha, you designed for yourself in 3 months, actually less than 3 months, because now you're like really rolling. In less than 3 months, you created a whole new thing for yourself that you would not have created had you been punching in every day, had you continued to punch in every day. You would never have done this. You would never have been able to see who you are or what you can do or who you can be had you remained at that punch clock every morning.
Thank you, Faye. I felt, you know what? I knew that it was, I saw what was going on and them not spending resources and them not pouring in the way a company that wants to win, they do certain things.
Yes.
I've been at companies that want to win.
Mm-hmm.
And when you recognize that something's not working, I pivoted and started doing Pix 11. I started focusing on my music. But I didn't know that I was going to have to tap in and create a whole new, I don't want to say a whole new life, a whole new career path. I didn't know, but I'm so thankful now that I didn't just sit and get comfortable, see the red flags and still get comfortable because the check is easy and nobody's saying nothing to me and they're smiling in my face every day. So I'm good because this happened the same day, 15 years ago, the same freaking day. I got that same freaking call. But back then, my kids were 4 and 7. I was coming out of the divorce. Clear Channel, iHeart was fighting me, threatening not to give me unemployment, like you said.
Oh my God.
They pushed the bitches back up against the wall. Like I literally had to get lawyers fast.
Yeah.
And who has money for lawyers when they're not giving you another paycheck? They're like, we're not paying you out your contract. We ain't giving you unemployment. We're going to fight you tooth and nail. That woman said you said those things about her daycare. And even though we didn't hear it, we believe her over you. Get out of here. I had to move fast with 2 little sets of little eyes looking up at me like, mommy, who has time to, you know, but like you said, because of whose I am, that fight, that always fight is always in me, ready to fight. Like I'm never backing down. I don't care if I win. I'm gonna win. You ain't gonna win.
That's right.
You ain't gonna fucking win. I might not win, but you ain't gonna win. And I'll be okay with that. But my winning now is different. That's why I didn't fight these people. I'm like, I'm so good. You gave me an opportunity to come back after 15 years and rebrand myself. In that time, I did just that. So I'm going to take my little friends, the mayor and councilmen do it all, and the mayor of Plainfield. And I'm going to take all my Jonesies, Grownsies, and give them what they wanted all along. See, these companies, I feel, tell me if you think I'm wrong, they want us to become complacent and reliant on them.
And institutionalized.
Speak on it.
Yeah. It's like institutionalized brain, right? And so, and that is, okay, well, they're paying me every day. I don't have to worry about how I'm going to feed my children until you have to worry about how you're going to feed your children.
I love that you use the word powerful.
As
opposed to strong. You said you resent when people, it's a little resentful when people call you strong.
It's
why do you feel that? Say that. I agree, but tell us why.
I just feel that strong, I think, is just overused. And what does that mean? I feel like strong, when I have an image of me being strong, I feel like there's a boulder on my back. And I'm walking with the boulder on my back, but I don't want a boulder on my back. I want to be powerful, because powerful to me just has more positive connotations. I don't want to be strong because my back has been bent in too many directions for too long. I just want to feel powerful. And when you step into your power and realize, what you're really capable of doing. Because I think the other thing is when you're institutionalized and you're at this job where you're punching in every day, you lose your sense of power and you lose your sense of who you really are, because you're just focused on getting there on time every day so that you don't get, penalized for being late, or penalized for being absent, or penalized because you have to take your kids to a doctor's appointment, or you have to go to a doctor's appointment, and people are looking at you sideways because you're centering your health. I just think that power is just a more powerful word to me, and so that's how I want to be described, as powerful.
We're talking this morning to Dr. Faye Lewis, and she's my friend, but she's also like, I don't know, I feel like we needed you. You're like, you're a therapist. Like it's giving therapists.
I would go back to school for therapy because, again, I do like school, but it would take too long. I'd be 70 by the time I was done.
I don't even think you would need to go back to school. I just think that maybe you call yourself a life coach. That's what a lot of people.
No, I do coaching. Yeah, I call myself actually a confidence coach because I center confidence, because I think that's where we need, as Black women, when these tragic things happen to us. That's where we need the most support. We need the most support in getting back restoring that confidence and reclaiming our brilliance.
And I feel that for Black men too. I feel like they are enduring the same type of gaslighting, and they, we're always looking at them to, oh, you want me to submit? Then you need to run this household. We expect a lot of our Black men. I think that you would be selling yourself short if you don't think you have a message for Black men as well. So would you do confidence coaching for Black men?
I would consider it.
Yeah, because Steve Harvey did that book, How Women Think. I think How Men Think. I'm thinking maybe they're interested in how women think. And
it would be an opportunity. So yes, I would consider it.
Now, I don't know if you're prepared to give contact information, because there are people in the comments that are interested in reaching out to you. And
I am. Now, so I have
they want to know, is your book unisex or women only?
I think, honestly, I think it really is, the voice is woman centered, but the message is the same. The messages are around mindset. So we talked about mindset.
Look at that comment.
I don't see it.
I agree. Any advice for us? This is the Black men.
So I think the advice is the same, right? Really working on mindset and really, really focusing on what can I do independently that will help me to move in a different direction. What kind of life do I really want? I think that's really the question. Like, what do I want? And then you create or design your next steps based upon what you really want.
Steve Harvey's book is about women thinking like men, not catered to men. No, that's what I meant. I meant, can she do the version to help men get inside women's brains? That's what I meant. You guys know.
Yeah.
So it's time for that.
Yeah. So like I said, my voice is it's my voice. So it's a feminine. My book voice is feminine, but the chapters are, so for instance, new life, new mindset, the courage to dream again, right? The courage to really figure out what you really want to do, reclaiming joy, your gifts will make room for you, reimagining your life's blueprint, centering your purpose, what are you waiting for, and be well. So also making sure that we're centering that you're centering your wellness.
Thank you for this rich dialogue this morning.
You're welcome. Is there a way for me to put my information somewhere, or maybe I can just share it?
Hold on, Giddy's gonna fix it.
Okay.
Fixes everything.
Can you put it in if you see down below, you should see a private chat. Can you put it there, and then I'll get it posted up?
Oh.
Do you see that?
Yes. Give me one moment.
Thank you, Philly Chico. We have to have Dr. Faye back at least once a month, and maybe if she has enough time, maybe every other week.
Oh,
I'm so proud of you.
Oh, thank you.
So we became friends from the boat ride, and then when she decided to apply her kids, obviously her daughter to Lawrenceville, we were on the phone. We just became friends, and then we have a mutual friend who actually invited me on the cruise. That was my very first cruise.
Yeah,
it was free.
That was a $300 cruise. Remember?
I do remember everything included, and I canceled at first because I was like, I don't know, this sounds too good to be true.
Yeah, it sounded too good to be true, and it was amazing.
It was amazing, and look, I made friends with you, and we've been in each other's lives, and we meet we try to meet once a month.
Yeah,
and now they freaking closed our favorite restaurant.
I know.
What was the name? What was the place?
Salt Creek Grill.
Oh, I'm so mad they closed it, but we still. I love you. Somebody said I enjoy this conversation so much. Yes, everything.
Oh, thank you. I'm trying to find my QR codes because I did create QR codes. Let me see if I can.
And these people in here have been rolling with me, some of them since I was in Philly.
Oh my gosh.
Time. Yes.
Because people just love you.
Well, I appreciate the love, and they know I lean on them too, because this wouldn't be this reinvention, this pivot.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have been able to happen without loyalty.
Yes, exactly.
And then when the institutions see the loyalty, because that's all they want is what you got.
Yep.
That's why I'm being very, very discerning in what institution, if I choose to align myself with an institution, what streaming network is going to get all this stuff, because I'm tired of being used up to co-sign old school shit and used to co-sign, rally the women, and they steal your followers, they steal your stuff, steal your ideas, and replace you with somebody else for $22,000 a year.
Right. Yep. Absolutely.
What's next for you?
So what's next for me is I do coaching, executive coaching with women around this confidence coaching. But what's next for me is I am creating a self-publishing academy, because the other thing about us is we always have a book in us. So I've written and self-published 2 books. One is Choose You, 10 Steps to Resetting Your Life. But I'm also an educator at heart, and so I have a book called oh Jesus! It's a book for educators around how to engage students. It's called Hook, Line, and Thinker: Capturing Students' Attention in a TikTok Era. So it's about how we engage kids, because it's really, there's a neuroscience, right? It really is like, how do we get kids tapped in mentally to our lessons. So it's not classroom management, which a lot of people think. It's not. It's us and how we create our lesson, how we design our lessons so that our students will be engaged. Because this is not 30 years ago when I was teaching and children just had to pay attention. This is very different, and so we have to find new ways to capture the attention of these TikTok kids.
The fact that you even give a damn, because you have pivoted into a different direction. I love that you're still taking time and helping the now educators, and you're acknowledging that things are different, and it's not just do as I say or I'm gonna hit you with the ruler. Kiana just ordered the book.
Oh, thank you, Kiana.
Yeah.
So that's next for me. So creating a self-publishing academy for women who want to who have a story to tell. So the name of the academy is Tell Us All Your Story.
Kendra said she needed this conversation this morning.
Yes, Kendra.
Mark said, thanks for including the men, Jonesy. Oh, always. I always say that the men, Black men specifically, are probably the most powerful creatures when they're tapping into the good part.
Yes, exactly.
That I would love to sink my head into one of their chests. Because I'm like, they're more just naturally more talented, more brilliant, more funny, more creative than the others. And I will continue to repeat that. And I don't care who doesn't come here because, she's always anti-white or she's all, I don't care. You a hollering hit dog.
That's right.
Ox the Mogul, I love you back. I'm just putting all these comments up so you can tell them once more how they can reach you. And
Yes, so you can reach me. I'm on LinkedIn. That's my primary social media. So Dr. Faye Lewis. You have, I think the gentleman put my links in. So to order my book, I have a free planning guide for women. So I was talking about building up that confidence and designing your next chapter. So I have a whole uh, ebook that will walk you through how to design your next chapter. So that link is in the was
Did
on
I
the
move
screen.
it?
No, I put it up top because every time you were putting the thing. So if you look
Oh,
up, we see
up
it.
top. Hey, okay, there it is. That's the information.
And then I have a cohort coming up in April for women who have who want to figure out how to go about moving into the next chapter. So whether it's you've lost a job, whether it's you have your relationship status has changed or is changing. Because what happens is when all of that is happening, and we talked about this earlier, like it does something to your brain chemistry. Like you can't even think straight because there's too much happening, but you know what you need to center, which for us, it's our kids, right? Because when our kids are happy, we're fine. Even if, life is falling apart. And our children, I know my children, they don't have a clue. They've never had a clue as to
Never,
what's going on behind the
because
scenes.
we keep it away from them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also,
Because
if you don't have kids or your kids are grown, you're worried about how you're going to keep the lights on, how you're going to keep a roof over your head without having to bother your kids for help.
yes. Yep. Exactly.
So
Yeah.
we get it. Like I get it. I said, what I'm thankful about is that I have been here, put out the pasture so many times before. I didn't understand when it was happening the 6 times that it happened.
Mhm.
But now when I see people like Ebro fucking melting down on social media and
Mhm.
blaming people for I'm like, oh, you know what it is? They started drinking the Kool-Aid and they thought it could never happen to them because it didn't.
That's it.
Andy's never been fired. Ebro has
Yeah.
never been fired. None of them had ever really been anywhere outside of that building.
Yes.
And now that it's a new day,
Yep.
and corporate doesn't care, they're trying to trim costs, they're
Mhm.
DEIing and rolling back all the faces of color.
Yep.
I am thankful that I've had those 6 experiences of having to pivot and having to figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah. And thankful that you understood the skills that you had that could take you to exactly where it is that you need to be. Like you are so skillful. You have so many gifts. And that's why you're able to bounce back. Now, sometimes for us, the bouncing takes the bouncing back can take some time, but you just like that. You have bounced back.
Thank you. Thank you, Faye,
You're
for
welcome.
saying that, acknowledging, and somebody else in here needed to hear that too.
Yeah.
We don't always take the time because we always trying to fix and figure out.
Exactly. Yeah. But somehow we're always able to fix and figure out. And like I said earlier, sometimes I don't know how the heck I was able to get through stuff, but I did because I didn't have a choice. I didn't have a choice. We don't have.
And she had just bought a house.
Yes.
All of
Yeah.
she had just bought
Yeah.
that, literally was in closing when
Yes.
all of these things
Yes.
started happening.
Yes. And I had to tell my mortgage guy, I just lost my job. And he was like, what? Because right before they have to call your job to make sure that you are who you say you are and that you make what you say you make and that you work where you say you work. And so I don't know what happened behind his scenes, my mortgage guy, but I somehow slipped right into this house. And this is year 5. I'm still here.
And let me tell you something. When I was panicking for her and our other girlfriend, y'all were going through the same thing at the same time.
Yes.
They were planning beach trips. I'm like, aren't you on the floor, crawled up in a fetal position, foaming at the mouth? How can you even enjoy the beach in the sunshine? But they were centering. They were saying, nope, we need the sunshine. The sunshine is going to nourish us. It's going to give us something that we need to stay centered and figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah. Because you can't not figure it out.
Faye, everybody, her information is up top. And will you come back maybe Is this a good time for you? This day and this time?
It could be. So yeah, we can talk about whether or not I come back at the same on the same day at the same time.
Whatever works for you. We can look. It's my shit now.
Exactly. You're the founder, the CEO, the boss. You're everything.
So we will figure it out how to get you back. Dr. Faye Lewis, thank you so much.
Thank you. I love you.
I love you,
so much for
Access.
having me. Thank you.
I'm so glad I got smart friends. That was good. Giddy, wasn't that good?
That was great.
Something we didn't even know we needed.
It's this is as we get older, we do know we need those things, but we are too afraid to seek out for them.
Because we're supposed to be at a certain place where we don't need that type of information right now, right? So now I have to go back and ask. It's like, oh no, you old. You supposed to OG. OG.
You're supposed to know everything, right?
Right.
You get to learn something every day. You know you're progressing.
I hope you guys enjoyed that. You get that. Now back to EJ ass, because I ain't forget. Bring that. No. Is it cup water time? No, I'm not doing that. And y'all had my ovary hurting yesterday. Y'all made my ovary hurt. I told you the psychic said it's nothing. They can't find out what it is because they have to go behind. She's like, they keep running tests and they're not going to see it, but I know what it is. And she said, if you say these words with me and put your hand there, it'll go away itself. I said, get out of my face. I'm not saying no words. It's not going away like that. But yesterday after the cup water, my side started hurting. My back was aching. My belt was too tight. My booty was shaking. I feel stuck, like nothing is wrong, but I feel like I could be doing more. But where to start? Philly Chica. First start was acknowledging that. I'm telling you. And you ain't alone. And yup, Ebro melting down like the Wicked Witch of the West. Yup. Because he ain't never been through nothing like that. Mama flips that the kids are grown, and now you have to contend with the gaslighter and make decisions. Mm-hmm. Yeah, which is why, for me, I had no choice but to take my gifts and bring them straight direct to y'all. And I thank you, all 200 of you, because we are growing steadily, which says to me that we are like minds. We want something different than what the institutions try to force down our throats. The record industry, they're mad as hell because they can no longer gaslight artists, because artists now know they could put their stuff up on streaming platforms and cut them out. And radio is no different. It's just taking a little longer. I'm robbing shit before I ask my kids for money. See, Raymond, that's how I feel. That's exactly how I feel. You don't want to ask your kids, because then not only do they lose respect, maybe, the first few times it might be, oh, it's cute, but I don't even want them looking over in my business and seeing what's going on. I'm trying to figure out, what do I do with my diaries now in case I died tomorrow? I want them reading what I did when I was 12 and 13. It's stupid, but it's real. Giddy over there laughing.
Because I tell these youngins these days, everything you put online, when you get old like we are and your kids is finding this stuff, what you going to say now?
You've lost all your leverage.
Yep, sure did.
That's why I love that Dr. Faye understands that in education now, it's no more of do as I say, do what these kids be clapping back. And that's because we taught them. Don't be letting no teacher talk to you crazy. And if they make a mistake, because they can make mistakes, correct them. Be respectful, but correct them. But some teachers don't even want to be corrected in front of the classroom, right? So I'm glad that Dr. Faye is helping us figure out, the educators of you, figure out how to get into the minds of the TikTokers. I'm telling you, us walking so they can run, that shit is a backfiring son of a bitch, because they giving us a run for our money. That's why they don't just shut the hell up and be seen and not heard. Because we told them, you ain't got to shut up. You can ask a question. You can do anything you want. We created this shit. Brenda! We did that. It's our fault empowering these motherfuckers. Yup, that. All right, let me check and make sure my baby is okay. Here I go. Let Jesus Christ come into your heart by the way. Please don't get stopped. Let Jesus Christ the Lord. Hold on. I'm sending him a text message that says, slow down. Life 360 could tell you how fast you're driving. Y'all know what it is. Or it was. All right, I'm going to click up these things, and then we're going to do a little sample of what hip-hop R&B bingo is going to look like tomorrow night. If you're coming outside with us, I just got a text message from Buddy from Intro to send the information. See, I ain't tell you that sometimes we might have performers coming through performing live, and you have to put that on your card too. I ain't tell you that. I ain't tell you all of that. I can't give you all the goodies.
Well, one thing that I will refuse to allow you to leave today without telling them is this.
Oh, so shout out to E. Jones. There's this magazine called Intrigue Magazine, and I hadn't heard of them. Maybe you guys have, but they were supposed to have Tracy Spencer as their cover girl, and for whatever reason, she canceled at the last minute. So they asked the kid, you know, I'll be ready. I had that picture right on my thing. I sent that picture over real fast, but they could change their mind. And then they sent the questions over. I sent the questions, answered them shit back, and voila. This happened Friday. And here we are today. Thank you, Giddy. Thank you, everybody at Intrigue Magazine. Yeah, I'm still here. But you know. And them seats are slippery for some reason. I always slide into a dang pole. I keep joking and say I got Philly cheeks. Wait, what? All right, I stepped into some conversation that had nothing to do with me. So back to EJ ass. EJ's talking about he serve it up better than any woman, This is why I say, yep, thank you, Dr. Faye. This is why I say, stop. I'm not playing a game of make-believe no more. When y'all start talking, when y'all LGBTQs start crossing the line and start offending the women that are not coming for you, and you just think, you know, you're going to go titty to titty with me, I'm not playing pretend no more. You a whole man, a whole boy. You're a boy. If I were a boy, you are. You are. Listen.
Look, I know who I am. I love how I see in the mirror. I am shedding all of whatever I was there back then, who I am now. Has that cultivated a stronger relationship with your parents, or has it been challenging for you there too, just being, you know, how you are now?
No, definitely well, not challenging. I think everything, honestly, in this era of my life has become so much easier. But even I told them on my birthday in June that I was like, we're not doing he, we're not doing man, we're not doing gay. Like, and it was very freeing. And also it just was, you know, it just was like, I wasn't like, I'm not, you know, and it's very important, I think too, when you're, I hate the term coming out, but I think when you're telling people about who you are telling them. I'm not looking for acceptance. I'm not looking for your validation. I am telling you what's going down. And yeah, we had that conversation, and it was, you know, it was very easy because I just told them, you know, flat out, like I was like, this is, you know, who I am, and this is how we're going, moving and grooving and going forward. And, you know, even like son, I was like, you know, the world tried to give me that label, like Magic Johnson's son. And I was like, well, he's dead. And now there is this thing.
You know what disturbs me is that I think that his message could have some powerful his message, what he's trying to say, could be helpful to somebody in that same predicament that's trying to decide how to and if I should and how I should. But he just comes off so cocky and so, oh, it was easy for me. We're not doing this. We're not doing that. You are Magic Johnson's son. That's why you're able to have all that sassafras. That's why you're able to have all that ease. That's why it was easy for you. Because you're the son of Magic Johnson, which means that before you were even an impure thought in him and Cookie's brains, doors were already open because of the work Magic did. I don't know for the life of me why Cookie hung in there, especially after old boy allegedly gave her. But here you are. And you act like you're so self-made. And you act like you're just so... They have given you every resource. They've given you every piece of money. They've given you all their connections. They've given you all their everything. You ain't earned shit. So stop coming forth like you are just this walking through the fire, walk through the fire and still standing to tell my story. You are not, what's old boy's name? The one we love, that's the Porter. You are not Billy Porter. All right? You're not that. So while everybody has a right to tell their story, show a little deference. Have a little bit of grace and compassion for that young boy that also was going to try and be a woman. Or in those conversations that may or may not be as accepting because you didn't go through the struggle. I have many gay friends that tell me horror stories of how their families disowned them, their friends disowned them, and they had to live on the streets or in secret and on the streets or go to what's called, become one of the children. Many friends. And I felt really fucked up because I'm like, I get that some people are genetically born gay or wanting to be other genders, and that it is possible. I actually believe that. And because we're so old-fashioned in our thinking, some of our parents they weren't having it. But for you to come out and use all the benefits, all the positives that you could do and come out with this haughtiness and the mannerism in which you're giving it, like, we're not doing this. I told them we're not doing that. We're not. What? You should have been swallowed. Let Jesus whole. Get it. Some of y'all needed to just be swallowed. Some of y'all should have just been the burp after lunch. And away he goes. The fuck? Like, oh. I don't like that. I don't know and I don't care. I don't like it. Don't like it. Right. Nobody chooses to be the out. Exactly. But he trying to make it seem like it's so easy. Billy Porter gets no pass. Please smash the like button. They're asking the like button. I must be on fire this morning and so caught up in the moment, I'm not paying attention and leveraging. Because the numbers got to go up and stay up or this thing goes away. Y'all already know. Oh, update on the merch. It'll be here by 9 p.m. today. He sent me all the tracking numbers. I think Giddy has it. I know I have it somewhere. But he sent me all the... But we don't have to prove anything. They believe me. You guys believe me. And if you don't, you want your money back, I'll give it back because now we got more people that want your size. Because I only ordered for those that paid.
Yeah, and I would not sanction you putting that on live because it can lead to some information leading to you, and I don't want that.
Well, that's my P.O. box.
Okay.
I'll be 5 steps ahead now. But thank you for thinking of that. Yeah, no. Billy Porter got a children's book now. He was on Tamron's show. It's a beautiful book with a great message. Thank you, Kathleen. Yeah. And you just, you walked into the land of magic and want to sit on I don't know. Let me stop because I'm not in that world. I just got friends and I know how hard they had it, especially going to the high school I went to. Most of my friends were that and trying to figure it out. I'm not homophobic. My organization just don't do that. That's why I read the laws. Okay. I'm just saying. No thanks necessary, but thank you. But yeah, no. Hey, Kim, thank you. Philly said she'll keep her hoodie if possible. They said, you gorgeous, girl. You got them coming to your page. Send them back here. Hi, Asia from Chicago. Raymond said, whoa, sorry. Yeah, I mean, and this is why I say the stuff about now I'm not going to play Let's Pretend no more. Because of stuff like EJ. His words. Oh, I remember the woman. And I was trying to remember her name. She was one of my first Pink Champ guests. And we wound up canning the episode because she just came in and was trying to take over and made the taping be something Pink Champs was never supposed to be. T.S. Madison. It was T.S. Madison. And while I didn't mind interviewing T.S. Madison, right? I didn't want her and Monifa at the same time because my Pink Champs was never supposed to be a round table. And so I assumed that because we all wound up there, that my production people at the time that actually fought for T.S. Madison to be the first guest, that they had told her, Ms. Jones will direct the conversation. I'm talking to Monifa. Monifa sharing information about her and Latifah. And then T.S. Madison just got real vulgar and asked Monifa a real personal vulgar question. And that shit pissed me off, right? Me and Monifa were still building something. We were still new. And here you come, I don't even know you. And while, again, you're here now, I'm not going to embarrass you. I'm not going to say, no, we're not doing this. But stay in your lane. This is not the T.S. Madison show. And I think she had one. But Pink Champs wasn't it. And she says something vulgar to Monifa, and not even knowing Monifa that well, I could tell Monifa felt uncomfortable, and I didn't like it. So then I start a new topic. We take a break. I come back, start a new topic. And T.S. Madison asked me, what are you? A woman? What do you consider yourself? Female or woman or something? I said, female. Whatever it was I said, she was like, nope, you're not. You're not a woman. You're not a female. Or you are not a woman. You're what was it? A gender? You know what? I need to go and find that episode. I need to go and look that episode up. That's like the Lost File. I got Epstein File. No, it's not Epstein File. I need to find the Pink Champ Files. That shit pissed me off so bad because that, again, was not supposed to be the topic. It was not supposed to be a transgender first Pink Champ topic. But because I never backed down from anything, I engaged. And I didn't like where it was going, where you telling me that I'm not a woman, so then you could come back and say your little words about why you're considered a woman. And she looped me in. And because I don't turn down any fights, I wound up there getting upset. And that wasn't what my first episode of Pink Champs was supposed to be. So on any given Sunday, I might have been there for it. But on that day, not so much. So that's why I said, I'm going to stop playing Let's Pretend that you're a girl when you're really a boy. And you're really a boy and not a girl, and that you're really a girl and not a boy. I'm not playing playing pretend no more. If y'all keep on, y'all got one more time with me. Yeah, she said something to Monifa. She said I was a cis woman. Is that what it was? Cisgender. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Sherelle. Thank you, Garcelle. Yup. Don't tell me what I am. Don't try and change my shit. No. Yup. On my show, telling me what the fuck I am. Because even if you felt that way, out of respect for it being my show and me inviting you on to the first episode, no, there's protocol. Institutions, Tiana, have protocol. And you just can't come in there thinking, but I'm a free spirit. I'm just being me. Not in here. Not in here. Which is why when sororities, at least when you're in college and you're pledging, they break you down to recreate you so that you are in part of the institution as the institution was founded to be. The problem with that is some of the young girls bringing you in, they don't have enough sense and they dealing with shit where, well, if it was done to me, I'm going to do it to somebody else. And then it all falls apart, right? But for the most part, I'm an institution and you're not going to tell me, no, not that day. Yup. Tried it all the way to Tuesday, child. And that episode got what? Cut up on the floor. And that's why Monifa had to come back. The interview with Monifa on Pink Champs, that's our second go round. Mm-hmm. This is the stuff that should be on Jonesy After Dark. I know. But I still ain't set up. So we're one step closer. But now I got to create the rooms on the thing. It'll be fine. We'll get there. How? Yeah. We'll get there. Yup, Hummingbird. Yup. How long ago was that T.S. Madison episode? It was the week before the Monifa episode was cut. But it was on my Pink Champs channel. And I didn't air it because Monifa got so mad. She says something vulgar like, so did you slurp it or did you eat or something? It was just too graphic. And I don't know why the transgenders have to, some of them, not all, enjoy making things that don't have to be so salacious, so fucking salacious. Because I understand if you had a relationship prior with my guest and that's how y'all talk, even if I wasn't part of it, if she's okay with it, you okay with it, okay, I'm good. But clearly that was not that. And so now you wasting my money because now I have to edit this out. And now I may not even be able to use the footage, which wound up happening. But now I think it might be great watching. Right, Giddy? I think it might be great watching. I already paid for it, so I might as well. Yeah, I like the bully.
Exclusive stuff that you put on.
I wasn't ready because I was still building a relationship with Monifa. So I'm like, if you put that out there, then you put her in jeopardy and you try to get 90s girl coins.
No, I mean now is the time to put that on exclusive and chop it up. Give them piece at a time.
Yeah. Yeah. So Hummingbird got a gold star. Hey. Yeah. I'm reading the comments. Thank you, Kim. Yeah, it be things happening. I know y'all feel like I share everything. You have no idea. I share but not the thing. So that's what EJ just struck a nerve with me yesterday. Tiana made me smile. Yes, put it out there because TS will clap back. I don't want you all to beef. She said it. I got the film. Hopefully we still got the footage. She said it. And it was wildly inappropriate. TS is a man that looks like a woman now. Sunny Skies, I know, but she said it. She did it. And maybe wondered why it never came out. Or why episode with Monifa came out, she was not part of it. So maybe this opens the pathway to dialogue, but I will gladly explain why it didn't make the cut. I'm sure she don't give a fuck. She don't care. T.S. Madison has gone on to do others, but Jonesy, will they let you broadcast at the Roots picnic? I never asked. Yeah, EJ thinks he's something special. A swollen Tony. They said EJ looks like a swollen Tony Braxton. Oh my goodness. Tiana Stevenson said, that's my nephew. Nah, Tease would sit with you again and maybe even apologize for what she said. Well, to me, she wouldn't have to apologize for what she said to Monifa. To me, it was just infracting on my show doing that. And making me have to go and refilm and pay to have it redone. That was, it was clear that y'all was not going to air because y'all stopped mid-episode. You saw that, right? Because I was like, And Vandy got there late and was like, it's over. Typically, it wouldn't have been. But when I saw the producers not wanting to check her, and she kept, going, and I'm not wanting to check her in this setting because I just met her that day. So I'm not trying to make her feel like she can't be her. And then the narrative go out there, oh, Miss Jones, she yelled at me. She didn't want me being free. She didn't want me sharing the message. She didn't want to be educated. I had to think fast. So I said to avoid all of that, just shut it down, and we'll figure shit out later. I keep forgetting, Tracy, that you were there. Stu to Dawn. Jonesy SMA, maybe it could be a come up. Ask if you want Jay-Z headlines. Saturday, no announcement for Sunday. Am I bringing cameras? Am I working, or am I just there and coming back to talk about it? Oh, I didn't even know I was a thought. They be hating on me? Good. That's good. Because if you're not talked about, you're not thought about. But anyway, what else was going on? Did I send you any other clips, Giddy? Because I'm about to go into showing them what bingo is about. Tracy said, I will never forget it because after that wrapped early, I popped in my deadbeat father, who I had not seen more than a decade. I remember that. I remember you telling me that. And I think you told me that at the Mother's Day thing. Oh, and I'm very pleased to announce that we are about to restart filming Clear My Name. Yay! Spoke to the team yesterday. We had to pivot, and so I'm noticing Tasha K keeps on trying to use the words, come on, clear your name. Come on, clear your name. I'm noticing that. And I'm like, you got to stop. Like, you got your lane, and I created them all. I'm noticing every time I turn around is, oh, so-and-so clear my name. Stop. There's a mark on that. Please stop. Please stop. Say what you've been saying before. And if I'm wrong and she been saying that before I did my show, please correct me. Show me a receipt. But if I'm correct, knock it off. What you do is not, clear my name. What you do is that Wendy stuff. Clear my name is for regular people who've been slandered and who have been misinterpreted and who have been blogged about and talked about and don't have $15,000 for the reputation repair people online or for the whatever the name of the company is that wants a shitload of money. That's what Clear My Name is for. That's how that was created. So please, Tasha K, stop using that ever so often because you're too diabolical to not know. And I think my lawyer already reached out the first time you did it. I know I definitely did. So somebody over there got it. Because then you asked me if now that I'm not working at the block, would I come and be a guest on the show? So respectfully, please just back off so there's no confusion and there's no, not that anyone would ever confuse. I'm not being disrespectful at all. I'm just asking you to please come off of my trademark. That's it. Giddy, why did all the comments just disappear?
Click on your screen again. Hit start and hit live. I saw that happen.
Okay.
I had to time out somebody, and
who was that? Who we had to time out for what?
It's irrelevant. I don't even want to give them shine.
Because I'm just gonna say just ban them. I'm not even doing timeouts because we 3 months in, and if you don't know me by now, just ban. Don't come back no more. Brenda!
Oh, I meant to tell you that diverted me. So we have Benzino, we have Dwight Howard's son, and the third one I just forgot because that person deterred me.
Thank you, Hummingbird. Thank you, Kim from Harlem again.
The third one we have is the DeBarges, right? I don't know if you want to touch any of those today.
I ain't find Brenda yet, Sakina. You better leave them birds alone. Cutwater check-ins. Antique and Gal had 2 cutwaters yesterday. Baby, I started crying, telling my husband I need affection. And that he's not providing it. Oh no. Man down. No. Listen, there need to be a set of instructions when we drink our cutwater. There need to be directions that come along with it. No, sis, no, don't. What did he say? I hope he twisted your back out like a pretzel after that, because that's what you get. That's what you get. Not before you, but she was getting regular folks facing intense trauma to share their stories. Sasha is trying to find her lane after the Cardi B lawsuit. Okay, and she can do that, but you can't call it clear my name. You can't say come up here and clear my name. That's what you're not going to do. Because if that's what you wanted to do, then you should have done that before I did. You didn't. I did. Knock it off. And you can still help people. Dave Chappelle versus Eddie Murphy comedy show. Oh, see, I didn't know all about this. Eric said you about to be single for the summer messing around with them cuts. What's the name of it? Let Jesus Christ come into your heart. By the way, let Jesus Christ the Lord. Yeah, I just, you know how I get. I get very over my stuff, and I don't think that everybody is. But when I see my stuff, and I'm like, you weren't even saying clear your name. Stop saying it now. I'm very litigious. I've had to sue 4 radio stations alone because even though others were experiencing the same infringements, everybody was too afraid to stand with me. And now niggas want me to come and stand with them. I'm not. Now you're alone. But to the point, I'm very litigious.
I have to come in here as Jonesy's Gronies and apologize to Millennium. When the screen went crazy, I timed you out. It wasn't you I was trying to time out. It was Dad's account I was trying to time out. I apologize for that.
Oh. Giddy gonna get it. Sometimes the wrong person gonna get got. All right, what's going on? A lot going on in the chat right now. What the hell? Did you see how Ray J went off on Mace, Cam, and Sean for talking about his sister? Oh my goodness. I didn't. Can we get back to that on Friday? Tomorrow there's no show. Unless I pre-taped one today. There's really no show. And I can't see myself pre-taping it without you guys in your comments. Well, I don't know what she's known for. I don't know if she's known for stealing from smaller content creators. All I know is keep clear my name out your mouth. That was to Tasha K. I'm noticing it way too much, way too often. Oh, you want to come clear your name? No, they don't. No. Let them find the truth. I'll find you something else to say, but get up off of clear my name. That's already trademarked and being used. Stop. You ain't been using it. Don't start using it the day after I have a whole show called Clear My Name. But thank you for watching. And I don't have no problem with you. Christina, have a wonderful Wednesday. So look, thank you for my doctor's appointment. Well wishes. Thank you. See you tomorrow night at Comedy in Harlem. And I'm glad you're bringing in Big Sister Kim. I'll see you there. Again, tomorrow night, we're going to be at Comedy in Harlem. Tomorrow, there will be no Jonesy in the Morning show because I have a doctor's appointment. Check on the little, I don't know what you guys call it, the candy in the jaw, the abscess, whatever it is. I need to just make sure because I'm feeling some things. Oh, y'all banned Dad's account. Okay. He's probably out creating a new one. Can I beg for a Friday show, please? Big R. You don't have to beg. If I'll try and get up. I think I will get up because I'm gonna have to get the boy up. And once I get him up to screaming and all that, I'm up. So yeah, we'll do Friday. I don't want to talk for Giddy. He may not be available. He might be doing other stuff. He might just want to relax. So I'll come and I'll do the best I can.
I'll be here for you.
Thank you, Giddy. Let me give you applause.
Let Jesus Christ.
The Giddy Gong. And once again, love to see it, love to hear it, love to do it for you every morning. Let's do it. Let's do it. Dun, 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 ba-da-da-dum, bum, 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 bum. Y'all better know who that's by. What are we doing? The Soul Train line? Maybe. Thank you, Hummingbird. Oh, thank you, Claudette, for the lunch donation today. Thank you, everybody, for the Cash App. I think Claudette's the only one I got, but let me look because Georgiana, thank you, Georgiana. My kids be sucking up my shit. I can't have nothing. I'm about to send you a green heart. Cash App got the green stuff.
And Jodeci, to answer your question, when you go on YouTube, when you're on the page, you should see two things. You should see a bell. Go to the bell and hit all, first of all. And you should also see to the right a subscribe. Everybody should definitely subscribe.
Thank you also to Sherelle Simmons for lunch yesterday. Al Lane. Al Lane covered yesterday's monetization because we lost our monetization because we were doing a R&B bingo night practice. So we did not make any money off of yesterday. But thank you, Al Lane. Beautiful one. Thank you yesterday for the cut water. That's Chop Girl. Thank you, sis. Appreciate you. Oh, Fendi Flavors. Come on. You coming to win. They know that was by convention. Who else? Tim Brown. Thank you for lunch. And to come on Friday. Okay. So now I'm in. Friday I'll be here. Paying my chat tithes, if you will. Georgiana, thank you for lunch yesterday. Claudette, thank you for lunch yesterday as well. Erica Jenkins, thank you so much. And wait, Grayson. Yep, I got you, Grayson, for Comedy in Harlem. If you guys are coming to Comedy in Harlem, cash at me $25 or $30. 25 gets you 2 boards, 30 gets you 3. I'm trying to get through everybody. Lana, thank you for Monday. You guys are very gracious. I appreciate it. I think I got to, yeah. Denise, I can't wait to meet you. Let me go to the Wells Fargo. Ooh. So I could thank you guys that have been zellying. Damn, Jones, you really give us a 3-4 hour show with no breaks. Thanks for getting us through our mornings. Thank you for being here. Unintentional. Thank you. You know what happens is, and it happened when I was in Philly too, when you don't have a regular co-host and the stations have you doing all the talking, I think it aggravates and it starts. So I've cut down my time, obviously. But thank you, Asia. My friend Asia's here. Hit the share button, please. Now, hold on. I'm going to thank the people that have zelled. Thank you, Nicole, Anita, Christopher Lane. I'll see you. I know that's Jodeci. And Anita again, Nichelle, Christopher Lane again, Claudette, Althea, Anita again, Monique, Nicole, thank you. Thank you so much. Tim Brown, Lawana. Oh, wait, that was for something else. Oh, shoot, this is shirts. Okay. Wait, these are for, all right, I got to get my shit together. This is for something else. I don't have the BK Life shirts. My BK Life shirts. You got to get those from the BK Life store. And I'm not bootlegging my friends no more. Not even if y'all beg me to and give me every reason in the world to. I cannot. Steve and Gina don't play those games. And they be watching. Hey, my B2K Life. Buck Manhattan in the building. Hey, Mind Power. All right. So thank you, Trinaro. Thank you. Don't forget to pick up Facebook. Choose you. That was the piece I so needed today. Thank you, Che Bella. Thank you all for the well wishes for the doctor. We will reconvene on Friday, no matter what. We'll be here Friday so we can debrief and figure out where we're meeting up over the weekend. Let's get into, real quick, because we only got like 15 minutes left. Let's get into Benzino and Althea. So remember the story a couple of weeks ago, Benzino was talking about how Althea went, I think, to get some mental health help, and they wound up keeping her. And he said that she allegedly hadn't been sending her child to school, their child together to school. And so he stepped in, registered the child for school, has been taking care of the child full time, alleging that she kind of abandoned the child. And then her friend tried to send receipts to social media that wasn't the case. Well, baby, now they went before the judge. She's got the child back, and Benzino got locked up after a heated custody showdown. Next slide.
The police admit
you have kidnapped her child since
kidnapped
December.
my child.
You don't have custody. 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 You do not have custody of that child. He's crazy. You're kidnapping her child.
Now,
the police admit
you have kidnapped her child since December.
That was a court order that was up there. But so, first of all, fire that fucking security guard. Because why you keep letting him go back and forth? You a fan. Stop being a fan and do your job. That could have turned into something. One mad dash, because you're not even paying attention. You looking over here with one arm. Escort him out. Stop letting him go back and forth. Do y'all agree with that? Or are we here for it all? MVK, we did talk about EJ. Oh, Lucy B, congratulations. You got your Snow Bunnies book. Hey, Marco got his too. He said too late for his sons, but he's going to save his grandson. I'm here for it all. Get you some. Comments? Comments about the Benzino? And the whack ass cop just being a fan. Gabe, may you please be specific about how to subscribe to the Jonesy in the Morning YouTube page?
So you have to not be in the live. You have to go to the page itself and read by the picture. If I'm looking at the picture to the left on the bottom, it says whether you subscribed or not, and it gives you the choice to subscribe.
Thank
but
you.
Not in the live. You have to be on the main page.
So, because we're trying to build up the Jonesy in the Morning page, so we can put Jonesy in the Morning on Jonesy in the Morning YouTube. So when Pink Champ starts up the last week of March or first week of April, we can put that here. But I knew most of the followers were here, the subscribers were here, but so that's why we're trying to get you guys subscribed to both. And also that helps us get to network faster. When they see more subscribers, they know it's something y'all actually fuck with, and then they'll make offers.
I'm gonna put it on my screen right now for you guys to see. I'm going to put it on the screen, so hold on a second so you can see what I'm talking about. I just unsubscribed. I'm going to show you how to do it.
So she neglected your child and still kept custody? Seems so. I feel bad for Benzino. Why are they doing this in public? Well, I guess the camera looked like it was coming from her side's angle, so maybe they were trying to keep receipts. So Benzino probably feels like it's not kidnapping when it's your child.
So, guys, when you're on the Jonesy in the Morning.
Who is that?
Wait, is that the right one?
No. Who created that?
Well, we got to investigate this too, because this is what just came up on me. Okay, we'll be back to that.
How dare those meetings get in our way? Don't they know they can't keep us apart? Yeah, the kids will be able to see this and the kids' enemies. So the kids, and that's where my 12-year-old mind goes to. Now the kids' enemies will be able to play the kid out. But look at your mom and your dad. Your mom was in a crazy house or something to the sort. But you can't stop making babies with people just because you want a season on Love and Hip Hop. Let's start there. We too old to not vet bitches. And that includes finding out there's a history of mental health and vice versa. We're too old to not vet people. Especially when we already had a situation that didn't work out with another child and their mom. Giddy, they say, can you drop a link in the comments? Jonesy in the Morning page is not coming up in search. What the?
Yeah, they're right. I saw it the other day. I don't see it right now. I only see that page.
And who created that page?
Well, I just took a screenshot of it. It said, and I just took a screenshot of that to do some investigation afterwards.
All right, we'll figure this out after. We'll figure it out later. Because I don't know where the whole page went. It's just like this. The logo was right there. All right, we back to T.S. Madison. T.S. is a trip. He got the DL Whisperer locked up because he drove by her house saying he was going to beat her ass. So now T.S. scared. Wait, what? Didn't Coy have a baby? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And lastly, what was the other clip that we had? There is an entire The Block episode on that page from September 2022.
We had.
Is that a fan page? Did a fan start that?
Yeah, but I got to find out who. We had the DeBarges and we had Dwight's son.
Did somebody hack it?
I don't think so, but I'm looking. Don't worry, I'm going to figure it out.
Because we only have one subscriber. How you hack it? I bet it was that damn Brenda. The only page says fan page. Where did it go? I was timed out too. I didn't do anything. Might have got caught up in the thing. Giddy was moving so fast. And the scroll be going fast. So we know you didn't do nothing, Kim. We know you good. The Block created that page. Who else would have a full episode? Oh, now. So they were capable. Please don't take everything to After Dark. We was here first. That's the only one I say. Jonesy, you gave me that link a couple of weeks ago. Somebody probably hacked into it. Thank God nothing was there. Yay! 193 likes and 192 people in the live. Thank you. Kim wants to give a gold star to all. Hi, Pinkness Rose. Huh. Did they all of a sudden start it or? All right, the DeBarges. Let's put the DeBarges up. Sorry. Yeah, they need to take all my shit down. So I feel bad for the DeBarges. I feel really bad. It's been there since you started going live. All right, but since you're getting rid of everything else, chop, chop. So they were performing live. Giddy, you got it? The DeBarges were performing live. It was at a Chico DeBarge concert, and he brought out the elders. And I don't know what to say.
It was all so
Ain't that right? I like the way I like the style of the way. Just show how much you really care. Like me, I'm all over you. You know exactly what to do. You know that I believe. And then you're more than just a dream.
So I like the fact that the family was all together. I don't know where Elle was. Did they find Janet's child yet? I'm just posting. I feel like the father fucked them up so bad that they never recovered. Like he abused them, according to them, so long, so hard, and they had so many secrets. Like they're bonded by their trauma bonded. And it's showing in their appearance. I don't know. Generational trauma.
Okay, I figured it out.
Okay.
So this is the problem. The name of the page actually is at official Jonesy in the Morning. If you guys go there, you'll see this. And you see how it says subscribe, because I'm already subscribed to it, but yours might say unsubscribe. When you click subscribe and then click on that down arrow and hit all. So this way you can get notified when we do stuff on that page.
So why did I put it at official?
Because maybe you saw that Jonesy in the Morning thing that I ran into just now.
Or no, you know what it was? I think they wouldn't let me put another page under Miss Jones Reunion, which is the email for Pink Champs.
Okay.
I think they said you have to have one per email. So maybe that's why.
That's where it is now.
Y'all know I don't know tech. So like be grateful I got that far.
No, you did pretty well.
Thank you. I don't be liking to bother Giddy all the time, y'all. Their father was a monster and he deserved the chair. He deserved the chair. He didn't deserve to die the way he did. How did he die again? Because everybody trying to protect dad. Giddy, they asking, can you post the link in the chat? Substance abuse is a terrible thing. It has wiped out, 2 generations of our community. All the stuff that we be talking about, that happened in the past, is the slavery stuff, that it's not that far away. Y'all act like it's thousands and thousands and thousands of years behind us. It's maybe only 3-4 generations. That's it. Did y'all see the Bobby DeBarge movie on Tubi? Terrible wigs, but good movie. The Mickey Howard story was good too. I saw Mickey Howard. Is that a different one than that was on was it Lifetime? Natalie found it just in time because we about to end the show. There it is. Let me post this. I'll be posting that. And I'll leave that. And I'll be that. Thank you, Natalie, for subscribing. He died from cancer. Still don't see it. There's a rapper named Jonesy, though. Oh, my gosh. Miss Britt is the only subscriber. Love Music, subscribe.
Got 29 subscribers already. That's
Yay,
right.
Come
Let's
on.
get 194.
Right, come on. Let's get 194 subscribers. Come on, y'all. Come on. Do it. And I'll sing outside for my neighbors again. Get me up to at least 100 and I will blast Let Jesus Christ. I will actually walk to the end of the street and do it. I'll walk up and down with the camera.
You would have to go on mobile like I do and do that.
I'll do it with my laptop, but I got to get them subscribers up. I'm not just selling my crazy for nothing, especially when they're going to have the cops knocking on this door. And yesterday, the girl, I think her name was Live something. I love Amore. She was like, do it. Hurry up. Hurry up. She was the bad. She was on my shoulder. I don't even know her. I will do it. I'm about to do it. I just need them subscribers up. Thank y'all for subscribing. I'm about to blow up the block.
It's inching up. We at 33.
All right. So Tubi's buying Lifetime movies. Okay, Tubi, for knowing your audience. I'm not mad at you. How you, Tubi? Obviously, we're Lifetime. Thank you, Reginald. Thank you, everybody subscribing. This is teamwork. We about to let Jesus Christ, the Lord. This is only Arizona iced tea. I didn't get enough Cash Apps for breakfast this morning. I guess the Crunch and Munch will have to do a tea. And when I'm too weak to go to the post office and carry that big box of hoodies, don't say shit to me. One hand wash the other and both wash the face, damn it. Found the page, post a video. Thank you, Two Girls Mom. Thank you, Tay Bella. Thank you, Philly Chica. Thank you, Sakina and Reginald, Sherelle and John, Jodeci, Al Lane, Miss C, Tracy, Sunny Skies. Thank y'all.
We at 40 and going.
Run it up, and I'm run up the block. They gonna call the cops on me today. I'm about to miss my doctor's appointment tomorrow, everything. I'm already factoring it in. I might as well just switch to that April appointment they offered me. Because I already know what it is. Their unsung was deep. Jonesy, don't kill me, but you ever consider doing an episode, even I know you don't care for that lady. Oh, no, I don't mind the owner. She's the one that said she was mad that her workers didn't put us together sooner. They didn't tell her. I love Kathy, the owner of TV One, and honestly, so much years have gone by since then. They finally paid my money. The EEOC, like Faye said when she was fighting the Department of Education, that they said we know what they've done. We found receipts because I gave them the way to look. I don't have no problem with Radio One or TV One. I mean, iHeart did me way worse. So, you know how that goes. Time go by. You meet a real dog, and then you're like, oh, that piece of dog wasn't that bad. Oh, thank you, Fendi Flavors. Mona Lisa, thank y'all.
I hear Brenda coming along. We at 55.
I said 100, right? What I say? What was the number? Sherelle, are you about to send me down a Tubi rabbit hole today? Well, Tracy, oh shit, I undid the link. Wait, damn it. I gotta get it back. Wait, I'll get it back, Kitty. Don't worry. Is that it? No, that's not it.
Yes, it is. I posted it here. Here. Oh, not that one.
That's it. Wait. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Get me to 100 and I'm running up and down the block singing, let Jesus Christ come into your heart. So let me ask y'all a question. If I were to go to a streaming platform, which one would you guys suggest? Sakina, yesterday afternoon. I can't post your comment. Oh wait, I could put all of these so they could be seen again. It was yesterday afternoon after Tiana Taylor had choice words for me. I mean, not specifically, but people like me that thought she was doing too much at the Oscars. So I was saying how you have to respect the institution that you're at. You got to respect the house. You got to act accordingly. You don't come in people's houses just acting away. I said, I live in the Oscars, all white. You don't see me going out in the street going, Brenda or Jalen. And then I said, there was a lady across the street. When I was growing up, whenever she needed her daughter, she would open the window and just start yelling, and it became the norm. And I said, matter of fact, we had a woman every Sunday at 7 p.m. would stand on 8th Street corner on the mailbox and sing, let Jesus Christ come into your heart. By the way, God living there. Let Jesus Christ, the Lord. It didn't matter if it was raining, snowing, nothing. You knew all was well in the world if you heard Miss, I don't even remember her name, but her daughters were my friends, Lanny and Mona. Yup.
You better get your phone ready. We almost at 70. Yes.
Guys, you know what? Unfortunately, the show is over. Y'all didn't do it fast enough. Where can you buy cut water? This is bad, Reggie. This is so bad. I don't know. Any liquor store. It be sometimes in the refrigerator. So mine took it off the shelves and now put it in the refrigerator. So next to the like Mike's Hard Lemonade, it might be there. It's in cans. And I never, thank you, Tim Brown. Thank you. Just what I needed. Tim Brown said, we got you. The one time I don't want to be gotten. Giddy gonna get it and I don't want to be gotten. How dare you, Courtney? How dare I? How dare you? So wait, so BET is no more. They buying Tyler Perry out of his 25%. Paramount is buying the whole. So BET is no longer going to be anything black or BET Plus. And who else? All the black networks are no longer.
Come on, guys. There's 160 people in here. We only need 30 more. I got to see this today.
You are the battery. Hey, Gandhi gal. Philly Chica said you got a 15-minute grace period at your doctor's office. No, that's tomorrow. That's why I'm not even doing the show. They want me there at 10:30, which means 10 o'clock because I got to go all the way to the boogie down. All's the way. In the hood, but he's the best. Like he is worldwide renowned, and he has done the surgery on this jaw. Y'all know how many times I had surgery? Last time I was fighting with Miss Knowles. I had that. That's when I had that confrontation with her and Beyonce, and they said that was the time before the last, and everybody was saying, "Oh, they suspended her because you just can't be talking to Beyonce's mother any kind of way." Child, please. Hot 97 let that narrative run. They knew good and damn well weeks ahead that I was having that surgery. You don't just have surgery and don't tell your job that you're going to be gone for a week or 2 or 3 or 4. So stupid. But y'all wanted to believe it, dummies. Ugly. Jones and After Dark. So any liquor store, but maybe look on, Kim said she was the 44th. Look at you, Kim. Go ahead, Kim. So while we're waiting, do we play some R&B bingo? Oh, freaking, I got to send Buddy the link. Ty, you want an extra board? Wait. Ty, you want an extra board tomorrow? Okay. So
25 more people. We at 75.
Wow, look at y'all work. Y'all like the Asians when they get together. Come on, Asians. Come on, Blasians. Come on, Blazers, get that subscription going because then we can move this to actual Jonesy in the morning page. And everything, I know it's backwards how I did it, but I needed to jump in the rope and because it would have never gotten started. Gets extra bingo card. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Philly Chica. All right. Slow down, Philly Chica. She's offering to send me a good list of Tubi movies. Slow your roll. Not sure if I'm ready for that level of Negroidianness in my life. I might wind up down the Tubi rabbit hole faster than I anticipated. But thank you for offering. $175 in here right now. If everybody subscribes, Jonesy got to sing. Get ready. And there's a dog barking outside. Oh, so maybe I told you I'm on a corner.
It's
so
78. We almost there, people. It's 150. I know there's at least 25 people in here that have not subscribed. Come on and subscribe. We got to see the shenanigans this morning.
Let Jesus Christ come into your heart. I'm going to do it right outside. I'm going to do it right. If I get to 100 subscriptions like that, and if y'all got that type of, come on, y'all. We got to do better. We are so powerful. That was like 10 minutes. We already at like 80. Y'all are fucking amazing. Y'all do it, but y'all do it for the wrong reasons. This is why I don't fuck with y'all, but I do. Because y'all fucking cringy like me. Why are we like this? The wrong shit motivates us. We're no better than our kids who do shit for clicks and likes. They're only subscribing to see a scene. You want to see what happens, what the Asians and the white people do to Jonesy. And you don't care because you're like, she wasn't working tomorrow. No way. She'll be out in time for Friday's show. I know. Kitty, I already know. Y'all ain't shit. But you're all I got. And I love you. Nikki says she can't find it yet. That's the link. B-dubs. It already is.
Go to YouTube and put in a search at official Jonesy in the morning. Make sure you're spelling Jonesy right. And it's going to pop right up. It's popping up for these 80 people that have already subscribed.
Which means half of y'all won't leave the live to go do it and come back. Come on. Let me go on Instagram and tell them. Oh.
Well, you don't technically have to leave the live. If you guys go in, if you're on a, bring up another web page and bring up another YouTube link.
Wait, what?
They don't necessarily have to leave this live. They can go ping up another web page and bring up another YouTube link and search for it, and they'll get to it. They don't have to leave this live.
All right, I'm live on Instagram. I'm about to beg over there. All right, people. Pin the link to the top. So can somebody, Tracy, can you come in the IG page and type that so I can pin it? Hey, people, so I'm doing something today and I need your help. I'm still on my live morning show. And now we have, it's at Pink Champs, the show, right? But now we actually have a Jonesy in the Morning Show page. And I'm trying to convert my morning show to the Jonesy in the Morning Show page. But without subscriptions, it just doesn't make sense. But I really need to move the morning show to this page because I'm about to put back up Pink Champ episodes that I've started recording. And I want the Pink Champ episodes to be on the Pink Champ show. So if I post the link here, can you guys please go and subscribe? Because here's the bonus. Yusuf! Oh my God! Yusuf Tally is in here. Yusuf, I was singing what your mother used to say. Yusuf, when you come up, Brenda's brother Yusuf is in the live, y'all. They told you? Somebody must have told you. Thank you, Tracy. Yusuf, somebody must have told you. Because I ain't never seen you in my live before. Can you guys please go to that and subscribe? Yusuf, I was telling them, oh, thank you, Last Disciple. Hey, Pudgy. Hey, everybody in here. Listen, I need y'all to click that link. Please subscribe. Because I was telling them how Tiana Taylor started Yusuf. Don't get mad at me. Tiana Taylor had a once before. Okay, but did you hear, Yusuf? Did you hear what happened yesterday? I was talking about your mom. Tiana Taylor was talking about me and saying how me and like 3 or 4 bitches that probably look like me, how we are trying to demonize her happiness, right? And we're saying that she did too much at the Oscars. So I just said, I'm not trying to, we all were rooting for you, but you got to respect the institution where you at. And the Oscars is way too white for you to not know better. You can't do all that jumping around and chokeholding niggas and stealing people's Oscars at the Oscars. How do I know? I said, because I live in the Oscars. Ain't nothing but whites and Asians around me. I said, growing up in historic projects, case in point, there was a woman across the street that whenever she needed to get a hold of her kids, she used to call you too out the window, Yusuf. She would call your sister and go, Brenda! Right? You remember. Yusuf, am I lying? And everybody knew that either Brenda was in trouble for not having dinner started, Brenda went somewhere way too long, or Brenda would just need to have a conversation with your mom. Do you not remember that?
We only need 15 more people. Only 15. It's up to 85.
So I said, Yusuf said no. No, Yusuf, so you saying no, you didn't hear yesterday. So Yusuf, tell me right now if what I'm saying is true. Did your mother, and she used to go, Yusuf, and Brenda. Yup. He said yes. Somebody from the Martins of Porridge from the center build from your building was in the live and was like, I remember. And I was like, but I can't remember his mom's name. And then I called Bridget. You know, Bridget remember everything. But the girl said, Miss Tally. And then Bridget said, that was Miss Lula. Oh, your mother helped my memories of my childhood. Who knew that would be a soft memory today? I'm 57. Brenda! So then, Yusuf, this is where it goes left. So then I went outside. I said, y'all don't believe me? Watch these white people cringe where I live. So I took the phone outside with the stand. Usually no one's outside. Of course, the man across the street is teaching his little son how to swing a baseball bat. Oh, well, they caught it straight because I said, Brenda! And the little boy was like, everybody saw it. It was the funniest thing. But then I kept on doing it. And I was like, now I'm so far in the skit, I couldn't back down. So I said, there was also a lady that on Sunday nights used to come outside of their building on the mailbox. You remember Mona and Lanny's mother? And it would be raining, snowing, sleeting. Yusuf, you remember, am I lying? And she starts singing what? Let Jesus Christ come into your heart. By the way, God did it. I don't know those words. Let Jesus Christ, the Lord, all day, all night, Miss Mary. And she was right across the street from the liquor store and the Spanish store, the first and the second Spanish stores. That's what we used to call it. We didn't call them the poppy stores. We called it the first Spanish store or the second Spanish store. And the second Spanish store always had the better quality foods. But the first Spanish store would accept a letter from your mom saying, give my daughter the pack of cools and I'm going to pay you on Thursday when my son get his check. So there was love for both. You knew what you were getting back then. Oh, my memories. Oh. Hold on. Hello? It is? Whose house? Oh, I'm not. That's my son's. He goes to college there. I have no clue of what's going on.
So everybody can wait. I'm gonna pull her down. We had 86 people.
Jesus Christ, come into your heart.
I had muted you and took you off stage.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Am I back? Well, I never muted me on this live. So anyway, thank you, Yusuf. I loved your mom. She was always regal and about the business and made sure your building was always taken care of and clean, and that all us kids always in the front of projects, that we got summer jobs for SYEP. So thank you. Now, we are trying to get you guys to subscribe to the Jonesy page so that we can come off of the Pink Champ page and put just Pink Champ stuff on the Pink Champ page.
So, Josie, which phone are you taking outside with you?
What are we at? I said, if I get 100 subscribers.
Which phone are you taking outside with you? You might as well click on the add, invite guests, and put the link on there. You might as well prepare yourself for getting ready. I think we need like 12 people now.
So the promise was that if I get 100 subscribers on this link down there, that I will go outside and sing, "Let Jesus Christ come into your." Do I got to sing that, or can I just yell for Brenda? Because Yusuf is here. Yusuf is here.
We got 147 people, and I know there's 12 people on that can subscribe. I'm gonna drop the link in the chat again.
That's crazy how Yusuf popped up. Like, I never even go live, and now I'm going live, and he said no one even told him what happened. And if somebody did tell you, that means I'm popping, Yusuf. Ow! Come on, Miss Sally. Hey, Miss Lula. Because I think she's passed away. I hope I'm not putting death.
We at 91, Jonesy.
91. Y'all got 5 minutes for 9 people to subscribe. Because if they don't, I don't have to go outside and scare my neighbors with a black Tiana
Get that
Taylor
phone
skin.
ready.
I'm going to pull the wig off, the bra's coming off, and I'm taking a nap. I'm pouring some cut water and taking a nap. Y'all got 5 minutes to subscribe.
93. Come on, 7 more people.
Oh, they
Come
said,
on.
can I make the link clickable? I don't know how to do that.
Just tell them to go to youtube.com and go at official Jonesy in the morning.
He said go to youtube.com and just go at official Jonesy in the morning. Hi, Denim.
We at 95.
Denim
Get that
is-
phone ready.
Denim, you could absolutely come on the show. It's just a matter of your manager setting it up. Denim is Kia Jeffrey's artist, and I was telling you that he reminds me of me in my younger years when I didn't even let nobody speak for me. I was just promoting myself. I didn't care.
97.
97. Oh my God. Thank you, Moby Jackson. Denim, just subscribe. Y'all got me slinging.
98. Get that phone ready.
And I don't even have cut water in my system. Oh my God, y'all, why? Why are we like this? Why? This is so bad. This is so bad. Why am I gonna have to yell and scare my neighbors? Wow.
It's your idea.
Oh well, I know. So Capital Entertainment just subscribed. That damn giddy.
99. Get that phone ready.
Show is over. Show is over. So sad. Time's up. Sorry. Now I gotta bring the laptop and the freaking phone.
No, just take your phone and go on the link. And you only need the phone. Because you might look a little crazy with both of them out there.
Well, at least they'll know I'm doing a skit. My next door neighbor's son is a star of Ozark, so they know what it is. Oh my gosh. This is what I do.
Guess what? We are at 100.
We got 100 subscriptions in 10 minutes because y'all niggas only want foolishness and skits. This is why Queen Flip wins, I guess. I want 110. I want 110 subscribers. How about that? Y'all are something else. Put a GoFundMe up. Gotta beg niggas. Say I'm about to go scare the white people in my neighborhood. Everybody's like, where do I sign up? How do I subscribe?
Well, you got a 101.
The number was 194. That's true. We have 194 in here. We got 145, 147. We should at least have what's in here because all of y'all are going to benefit from the crazy. I'm just saying. Hey, Tony Starks.
Man, and Missy called and didn't want to come on the air from Philly. And she said she's waiting for it. She's waiting for you, the shenanigans.
So I got to take the laptop and the phone because the phone got Instagram and they've been subscribing too.
Oh, that's why you're saying that. Okay.
Yeah. So is it going up? Are we at a standoff?
Hold on. We at 101. I don't know if I can't tell if people are in there. But
hi, B City. I'm not singing and scaring the white people on my street unless I get 110. And now we up to 150 in here, which means 50 of y'all ain't paid by subscribing is what I mean pay. And subscribing don't even cost you nothing. Just some time. I can't believe Yusuf Tally came in here today. That's Brenda's brother.
Here's the link again, guys. I'm posting it in the chat again.
Brenda! Remember Yusuf? That's how she said it. That's what I'm gonna say. So wait. So the end of the story was, as I'm doing it, and my neighbor now he's looking like, did her cat go missing? Because they know I have sons. Shay ass comes speeding down the back road, which kind of saved me because I was starting to feel a little embarrassed. So that was like, here he come, Brenda, and I kept on, and then he come, he's like, what's going on? But I thought he was going to take my phone from me and cancel, in the live. He had his own shit on his mind. Yusuf is still here. Yusuf, is your mom still alive? And what's going on with Brenda? Six Heaven said I'm over 110, Giddy. Yusuf, talk to me.
Let me check.
Yusuf, remember I used to always be singing at all the contests and stuff at 171?
I see 107.
We need 3 more subscriptions, and I'm going outside and doing Tiana Taylor. Because if you're going to act up, go all the way, just go for it. She choked the producer. You were supposed to hit the lady, to hit somebody with the statue. Your mom died in 2020. I'm sorry to hear that. But that was a long life. That means she was a good woman. She lived a long life. Was that from COVID, maybe? And how you doing? Because that's not that long ago. Are you holding up okay? Are you married? What's going on? What you doing, Yusuf? How you, Yusuf? How you, Yusuf? What up, Leak? That's AZ's manager. Brenda's still good? Okay. You said Is Brenda in New York still, or is she down south? Who was the light-skinned lady that was your mother's friend? And had the light-skinned lady, she used to always work in the light-skinned pretty lady. Not Erica Johnson's mom. The other one. She had one daughter too. And I think her daughter and Brenda were friends.
We had
Both
110.
my sister's age. What we got?
We had 110.
Oh, we are at 110. So should I hit the road and start singing?
You better hit the road, Jack.
All right. I'm doing Brenda. Or am I doing Jesus Christ? I do it all. I do it all. I owe the Lord more than that. Don't we all? All right. Let me take this. See, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to hold the stick and the laptop. I got the stick. Be patient. Let me grab the laptop. Hold on.
StreamYard, clip this.
I live in the Oscars, niggas. Watch this. Hold on. Oh, they didn't drop packages in front of my house. All right, so look, let me take my glasses off so I can see. Because these are just for reading. Who's out here? All right, y'all ready? Let Jesus Christ come into your heart by the way God sent his aid. Let Jesus Christ the Lord. Brenda! Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a whole fool. What the hell? Why are we like this? Because we come from nothing and we're trying to build something. I do skits for likes and clicks, obviously. Stop daring people. Stop daring people. I might become a skitress. Hey, skitzer. Just like that. Y'all are so silly. Why are we like this?
And Big Nuke, she did it well enough. We can't ask her to do it again. He said it wasn't loud enough.
It wasn't? The block is so quessy. This is how you wind up in jail. You get away with the robbery, and one of your mans in them go, we could have got more. We could have got more. There was more in there to get. And then you go, for real? All right, I'm going to go back in. Keep the car running. Cops be like, clink, clink. No, that's it. That's all you get. I ain't even get 147 subscribers. I only got 110, so you got one go round. And Ulysses said, they're going to know your name. I said, they already sent the white coalition lady over the break. When as soon as I moved in and they saw black bodies, they put her up to coming over and, hi, I see your son goes to Bergen Catholic. What year is it? You guys just moving up? Did the whole thing. You know, they always trying to qualify why you in their neighborhood. So what do? I'm a star. I'm a star. I'm on TV and I'm on radio. That's how I found out that her son is an actor from Ozark. Because they're not waiting for that. They're not expecting when you say that. They go, what do you mean? What? Shoot, that's what I did. Put that shit in a smash. First day in. Now what? So now they know, oh, that corner house right there, that black lady, they're in the entertainment business. Because you got to be either dribbling or singing or rapping, or the rapper's wife. Or baby mama, because the kids. So, yeah. Nope. Oh, boy. Y'all so silly. Just set it off all over again. Nope. Not unless it's more people in here. I'm more than just a manager. I'm Izzy's business partner. Oh, see, I didn't know. Leak. When have we ever sat down over a nice, good steak and a bottle of red wine? I just knew you was AZ's manager But I didn't know it was a business partner. All right. You need to come on Jones in the morning and talk about it. Because I'd like to know what's going on. Because you always got the finest threads on. Always traveling somewhere. Your niece still never reached out to me.
Philly Chica's hilarious. She said, I bet you Karen is calling the cops saying Brenda's missing.
No. Because when white folks hear you yelling and say, who's Brenda? I'm going to say it's the cat. If they so remembering, they'll be like, Cat's name is Cat, not Brenda. Oh, remember Mr. James, Yusuf? Mr. James was like I don't know, was he homeless? But he was always like shirtless, a shirtless black man walking around with a mangy dog. And guess what the dog's name was? Dog. Bridget came on here told. Yes. Leak, when you want to come on? Want to come up Friday? Because all it is you logging on. Hell, we here now. You want to come on now?
And Georgina says, Bellevue, here she comes. You remember when you used to collect $50 from people? They send them to Bellevue. You used to collect $50.
I never did that because my father worked at Creedmoor. That was too close to the sun for me. No, we weren't doing Bellevue. We're not doing Creedmoor. What my mother say, Sonny need his job. Go set your ass. Oh, gosh. Jet Black Straight. Get out of the bushes. Big R said every liquor store sells cut water. Although this show is not powered by cut water today. But it has been and shall be once more. If you come on over to YouTube right now at Pink Champs the Show, I promise to give you the best 10 minutes that your wife never could. Psych, I'm kidding. I love your wife. I love her. Even though y'all don't like each other, I love each of y'all separately. Come on over. Won't you come over? Come over. Come over. Or come on and go with me. Come on over to my page. Boom, 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 boom. Come on over at Pink Champs the page and get you some. Love you guys. Hope you enjoyed the skits. Giddy, that might be the way. That might be the next way for me to go, doing some skits. I feel alive.
Brenda said it's going to be a fly in the mailbox saying searching for Brenda. I mean, Philly Chica said that.
Hype people. Should I share that reel on Instagram?
Yes. It's going to get so many hits. People are not going to believe you did that.
What do I make as the caption, y'all?
Brenda!
Brenda was missing. So bad. Come on over to my place. All right. It's 11:40. What is this? A bonus hour? Oh my goodness. The Jesus Christ Superstar hair on. Thank you, Chachi and me. This does look like Jesus' hair from the movie. It was with the thorn things. Cat is aggravating me. Wait, I'll be right back. He needs some snacks. Come on. Come on. Because that's the only reason you're bothering me. Go. Get my nails done today. I do not like these raised things on my nails. They gotta be shaved off. All right, so what we doing? What are we doing? What we doing? What we doing? I'm working overtime. Jodeci said, who hasn't subscribed? He offering bingo cards tomorrow. We're gonna be at Comedy in Harlem tomorrow night doing hip hop R&B bingo for the first time. So you know what? I'm not gonna sleep on Tubi, especially since we ain't got nothing else. I just would hate to wake up one day and read a headline that Tubi has been owned by Asians, Caucasians, or Blasians. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Because I feel betrayed. I feel betrayed. To find out it's owned by the people with potato salad and the raisins. Ridiculous. Raymond, thank you so much. Thank you, Raymond. Thank you, Samantha Meadows. Exo Love. Thank you. Curvaceous Scott said, if she go outside again yelling, I'm gonna die. Y'all are so dramatic. Thank you, Star Gemini. Star Gemini is going to share the link on YouTube. Oh, Samantha said, I unsubscribed. Shut up. This page might have been shadow banned, but with all the subs, it'll help unhide the page. Huh. All right, I'm scrolling. Yep, code switch every day and check white people all the time for what they can and cannot say around you. Thank you guys for subscribing. Look at us. We got us a whole nother place to play. Hi, Dr. Christian Jacobs. Oh, y'all was keeping count. 93, 94. I love it. I love it. Y'all going to do it. Lord gonna wish he still had lesbians bouncing on trampolines, smoking weed. The neighbors called it pot. They said, before you moved in, it was 2 lesbians, and let me tell you, they didn't like them. I said, why? So all they did was jump on a trampoline in that big old yard of yours and smoke pot all day. I could imagine what they're gonna say when we leave. The black lady, she lost her job. And then she wound up running up and down the street trying to sing people to Jesus. Right? So stupid. Hi, Kelly. Kitty, they said it's like the telethon. Meet the number and they want more. Yeah, that's just a fake out number. See, Leak, I don't know if you came over here or not, but see what they said? They need this show on national TV. And you could be the one to bring it, Leak, because you, AZ, are connected. Oh, big brown eyes. Sorry about your dad. Y'all are... I'm looking at the... Who said do it louder? It's never enough. It's never enough. Never enough. I'm headed to Famous Fish right now for lunch. I'm so jealous. I should meet you there. I should meet you there. And when I met them on Saturday for our meeting, they packed me a bag and forgot my mac and cheese for the second time. Right? This is the bonus hour. Y'all better hit them cash apps. Because the subscription don't do shit for me, really. Wait, what? You just begged people. You did a skit for it, and now it don't mean nothing? Okay. Georgiana said, you got to love this show. Or not. Or not, because, you know, some women can't take me. Courtney, some women can't take me. I'm too much for them. Inside joke. I'm too much for some women. That is not me. That's somebody I know. Brenda!
It's definitely creeping. It's at 113 now.
Okay, all right. What could we do if we get to 150? What could I do that would really, really like...
Don't put yourself in that position right now.
Why? I feel like alive. I already got in the pool. I'm past the, it's so cold. It's so cold. What could I do? Let's wake up, Flip. Sherelle, I love this comment. Thank you. I feed off of y'all. Tubi was founded by an Iranian man and acquired by Fox in 2020. Hell no. Nope. Nope. They not getting no more. Nope. Nope. Oh, B-dubs. Thank you. And then we go like that when we mess it up. Friday we'll do a show here because tomorrow I told you I gotta ring the alarm. No. I gotta go to the thing looked at. So here's the reason why this always looks more pudgy. Maybe I'm just more self-conscious than you are because no one even asked. There's titanium plate here. I have no jawbone anymore because the tumor kept coming back. So now the blood, it has nothing to flow into. There's no bone. Like, see, this side is thin and this is how it would be, right? This is how it should be. But because it has no place to flow into, it accumulates and gives me a little puffiness. So if I cover this side, right, I look fine, right? If I cover this side, a little more sculpted. Hey, sculptor. And then together, it's a little, you would never probably notice, except when I talk, it's a little twisty to the left. And that's why I think Beyonce put a motherfucking Geechee curse on me. Because it wasn't until after I had that run-in with her mom at the station, and I went out for surgery the next day, and ever since my shit been to the left. But I never said nothing about it. I went on ahead. And thank God for his grace. But now that I know all of them be doing little spells and shit, so where my witches at? Why would you say that? Why are you summoning the witches? She did used to call Yusuf's name. Thank you, guys. Ayo, thank you. I appreciate you. Try narrow. Have you talked about that $30 gumbo? Ooh, so in the spirit of Beyonce doing spells on me and making my mouth twist to the left, right? Mr. Jones, my cousin is in here. My real cousin that I just met, y'all. This is my father's brother's son. Where is it? Oh, there we go. Mr. Jones Music. He's a big superstar. Worldwide, internationally known. His name is Mr. Jones. And we had heard about each other throughout the years. And we just met when I went to do 90s Girls in Atlanta in September. And I love my family. He's crazier than me. He's crazier than me. He is more talented than me. Did you see me go outside and yell? Did you see it? Did you see it? And his name is my dad's name. I don't want to say that he was named after my dad because I don't even know if your mom fucked with my dad like that. Because a lot of the wives don't like the uncles. A lot of wives didn't like I don't know. But his name is Billy. So allegedly Beyonce's mother has a gumbo, and the gumbo is making headlines. And so this woman did a video. Giddy, do we have it? A video about how nasty Miss Knowles was when she met her. She bought the gumbo, and she tried to go and just say hi. And she said she looked at me like I was a piece of trash. Like, why would you even open your mouth? Like, why are you here? Why are we breathing the same air? This is what the woman's video was doing. Kim White said, hi, Jonesy cousin. Sunny Sky said, I heard it was terrible too. Tastes like tomato soup. Served in a little cup for $30. But see, this is y'all fault for even giving that bitch any type of time. Just because she is the womb from which Beyonce and Solange flowed does not mean she deserves all of your respect and all of your time, and definitely not your coin after she butchered them derriere jeans. Like, no shade to hairdressers, but she's a hairdresser. Like, so why are we paying for $30 gumbo from hairdressers that make derriere jeans? I'm waiting. Sherelle got the receipt. She said she saw the video. Ooh, Philly said the gumbo would have been on her lace front. Mop water with mop shreds and dirt particles. Wow. Bill, you hear them? She does look mean. She looks like the witch. That's why I know that Beyonce did a little voodoo on my jaw. I was going for surgery the day after the confrontation, and I came out to the left. And don't tell me that Geechee don't do that voodoo. I saw that movie with Journey Smollett where she wished that something would happen to her father because he was cheating on her mama. Ulysses said, I got to run in the middle of the street. I'm not doing all that. And now I'm mad. She the reason I'm to the left. I'll run in the street tomorrow when you get to Comedy in Harlem. Because I'm doing an R&B and a hip-hop bingo night tomorrow night at Comedy in Harlem. It's going to be a good time because it's the first time we're doing it there. I do the third Thursday at Comedy in Harlem every night. But I'm tired of trying to compete with the comedians because they be doing other things. And so I said, let me play to my strengths. But it's going to be really good because I'm not just doing current songs. I'm doing 90s. I'm doing some 80s. I'm throwing in some bonuses. I'm going to make them watch the show because I'm going to say, what happened? Whose name was Jonesy yelling out the door this week on the show? And then they get the center square and maybe another square. It's going to be fun. And good prizes, child. Right? That's dope. How are you? And how's my cousin? Red. Dirty Red. Come on, Jonesy. Miss Tina's just doing what Dr. Faye said, using her God-given skills to make a way. Okay. All right. But my shit got history behind it. So don't mind me when I say the things. It's because I'm to the left of the left.
I like it look better. I want to talk.
Okay, you are.
I'm back from my
Mom, don't let the Beyonce fans hear this.
awful experience. It was terrible. I haven't even tasted the gumbo yet, but my feelings are so hurt. How Miss Tina did me is, oh my God. I was so embarrassed and so humiliated. I went and finished it out and finished my picture, getting my stuff, but I hate that I purchased from her. She treated me not in a good way. She treated me like I was nothing. I was so excited to meet this lady and thinking that, I could just exchange some good energy with good hellos and stuff. It was terrible. I literally could break down and cry how awful that experience was.
She didn't even say hi.
She didn't even speak. She walked away from me several times without speaking or even putting a finger up to say, hold on, bitch, or anything. She treated me like I was beneath her or so far up under her. Like, it was disgusting. It was so disgusting and so embarrassing how she did me. The only reason I have this shit is because I was too embarrassed to even walk away out of the line. I was so excited about meeting a celebrity. I never met one before, or anybody that was really famous. And I was so excited. And it was like meeting the most evil, wicked witch of the West. And so humiliating. The gumbo, for starters, it stinks. And I'm not even lying. Hold up, I can't even. The gumbo stinks. I feel like I would throw up even from it. But I'm going to go ahead and taste it anyway because I went through the damn process. Thank you. Thank you. Y'all welcome. I ain't gonna say nothing that is not right. I am gonna be real, keep it 100. I don't even want to taste it. Like I am so disgusted at the smell alone. The smell alone makes me want to not taste it. Well, her attitude alone makes me not want to taste it, and her treatment towards me. However, I bought it. I'm here. Some celebrity bullshit. Let's go. It stinks. It smells like burnt fish stuff. Like burnt fish stuff with gravy. I'm honestly scared to taste it. Look at these shrimp. These ain't the same size shrimp they had at first. They was big, voluptuous, beautiful shrimp I was seeing all over the internet. This is not even the same shrimp. I don't think that I could even do it, y'all. I don't even want to taste it. I'm so disgusted. I can't.
So why are people excited to meet Miss Tina? I don't get it. What the fuck is she but someone's mama? I believed her at first, but then it became skittish. I should know because I am now the elevated queen of skits. Hence the crown. I'm the crowned queen of skits. Thank you, Giddy. My shit's a little crooked today. But right. So now I have to judge things a little more harshly. Wait. Okay. I am the queen of all things skit. And for me, she should have tasted it a lot sooner. Right? Because for all that talking, I do believe she was hurt and embarrassed. But then I believe she started getting nasty. And because if something tasted like burnt fish, first of all, burnt fish to me is inedible. Smelling, I want my fish to smell like fish until it's crunched and it's in my mouth. If I'm smelling it before, I don't know. Especially the wet fish, like gumbo fish. Am I alone in that? For those of you wondering where the crown came from, we got props here all day on Jonesy. We got new people in here watching, so I forget I have to explain things. We got props for days. We always have him right next to us. Fat Man Scoopy. So yeah, thank you, Nationwide Bus Charter, by the way. Nationwide Bus Charter here for us and ready to take us, our peoples, our kids and their teams, wherever they need to go. Thank you, Nick and Isabel. I think towards the end, though, I don't know if I would have put that in my mouth. Because if you really 10 toes down and in it, you can't. Donna and moms are good, but oh my God, March has been March and we got to catch up and a lot of ish going on. All right, please. Yes, let's talk today because I love my cousin. What do y'all think? Should she have eaten it? Yeah, you caught the Eve's Bayou reference? Yeah, thank you. Proximity to fame makes folks do stupid things. Okay. Imagine that lady knowing she can't cook out there playing in people's face. There's a lot of people's mamas that can't cook and stay cooking. And I'm not saying no names. Read between the lines. There's a lot of people's mamas out there cooking and parading around like they can cook, and the shit is, everything is bad. Everything is unseasoned. I'm like, ain't nobody gonna say nothing? Okay. All right, it's my Ozempic. That's why shit don't taste good. No! No! I'm not owning that. It's a lot of mamas out there proclaiming to be able to cook, and the shit tastes like trash. Unseasoned trash. And I'm not saying no names. All I'm saying is, how you brother? You're not. They call Miss Tina's gumbo the witch's brew. How you brew it? Why am I still on? It's 2 minutes after 12. I need to drive my fat ass to either Yonkers or Harlem for some fish. Why? Because you know the end of the show, we always talk about food. Mimi, watch your mouth. Watch your mouth, Mimi. I'm not mentioning nobody's names. I'm going to get me some lunch. Thank you, Emily B. Emily just gave me an early excuse out of class. Y'all, I love you for watching. Today was especially invigorating for me. So thank you for tolerating. Please make sure you give Nick over at Nationwide Bus Charter. Let me get the number. I thought I had the number. Hold on. Because I want you guys to call. Oh, thank you. Somebody just sent Azelle. Thank you so much. Nationwide. Hold on. And let's get and post this. And also Facebook. Make sure you get that. We had a great guest. Thank you to shut up, Mimi. To Dr. Faye Lewis this morning for giving us something we didn't even know we needed. The book is called Choose You. And I think it will help you if you're trying to transition from where you are in life, professionally and personally. She definitely has some good lessons. Thank you, Mama Flip. Always looking out for the kid. Thank you so much. Let me entertain you. Hold on. I'm going to say I had the number too. I gotta look for the number, y'all. I'll get it up to y'all Friday. Yep, I'm going all the way over the bridge to get some seafood. Right. How do you eat stinky fish? And it's wet. It ain't even fried. Fried fish ain't supposed to stink. You know right away there's something wrong with it. Old lady gang of burn nasty food. I wasn't ready for old nursing home food. The old lady gang. I know it's corny to be a fan friend, but I truly pray for tomorrow. Try never. Aw. Look, we done went out in the streets and terrorized the white folks together. So we good. Love you guys. Thank you, Sherelle. Thank you, everybody, for the well wishes. And I wish you all well, whatever you got going on today. Be good to each other. The end.